All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Me and M podcast, episode 42. My name is Taryn. Acknowledge me.
I'm Rain, a.k.a. the Red Power Falcon.
And I'm the almighty Savoy.
I was like, if he's
The Titan.
just gonna...
Oh, good times.
Almighty podcast champion. Dun, 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 dun.
Shit, now I gotta go find the belt makers just to make a belt.
Dun, 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 dun.
World heavyweight podcast champion.
Oh, my God. What is happening?
it'll be our logos as the plates.
As a plates. I almost lost her.
As I waited a little.
Oh, man.
You know where I'm going because I'm making this.
Yeah. Yeah, you see this? This means plates
this
on
is
the side.
Plates on the side. Plates. It's plates. The me and him podcast logo.
I don't know what that means in sign language or another language,
yeah,
but here it means plates.
Yeah, hopefully it don't mean nothing crazy.
Yeah.
We apologize if that means something crazy.
Someone comment, that means titties. Oh, shit, sorry.
Oh, man.
Well,
Oh, really?
titties.
Titties. Get your titties out of here. There's a bomb in the building. Get the fuck out.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Hey,
someone needs to wake up.
all right, get together.
I shot
man.
Red Bull. Red Bull. Want a Red Bull? Do you want a Red Bull? Everybody want a Red
I
Bull?
can get you one.
I'm just fucking with you.
You want Robo? Everybody
So,
want
Why you-
episode 42.
42, y'all.
Yep.
Is this the
That's crazy.
Allen Iverson number?
What?
No, Iverson's number 3.
Who's 42? What am I thinking that's 42?
James Worthy for the Lakers was
Nah.
42.
We'll keep that one for now.
That's all I got.
We got a lot. We have a lot to talk about.
Oh, yeah. We're going to try
There's
to
a
fit
lot.
as much in.
We're gonna do our usual
Mm-hmm.
for the Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh, yeah. So good.
Cute.
So good.
Oh my god.
What's that Keen Peel skit? Power Falcons.
So great. If you don't or haven't watched Key and Peele, you need to get on it. Figure it out.
It's on
Figure out
HBO.
your
It's
life.
on HBO Max.
It is. It's so great.
It is all 5 seasons.
Yeah, all 5 seasons on there.
Learn it, love it, get to know
Get
this.
to know this, man.
Energy drinks, everybody.
Before we
you
dranks them scouts. We're going to drax them up.
Oh my god. All right. So
I don't think that's necessary. Absolutely is necessary.
well,
Make sure I don't have another accident.
I'm
like
over
the
there
last
cooking
week.
up that Plan B, brother.
we potted after night 1 of WrestleMania. Night
Yep.
2 was great. Night 2 was the shit.
No, night 1.
Night 1 was the
the
shit.
shit.
The shit.
Night
Night
2
two-
was shit.
Doo-doo.
It was garbage. It was fucking trash. I don't know how to.
Well, remember, I told you they changed the ending of The Fiend and Randy Orton.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Do you
The
know
night
what it was
before.
originally? I want
The
to know.
Fiend
What
was,
it was.
the Fiend was supposed to squash
kill
him. Like
Randy
Randy
Orton.
was supposed to get no offense and whatsoever.
You
He was
can't
supposed
really
to get
squash Randy. Like even if you
No, yeah, but
squash,
you-
that's
yeah.
why I don't
Yeah.
understand why they didn't stick with that. That doesn't make any
right
sense.
because even if he would have got destroyed by the Fiend,
He's
he's
Randy
one
Orton.
of the people
It
that
doesn't
can
hurt him.
Randy Orton.
that can bounce back.
Like when he did that move on the thing and he got back up, mandible claw. I was like,
Yeah,
let's go.
but they changed it the night before, and because
Well-
they wanted to break
Alexa, yeah.
Alexa,
But then
give her
they,
own.
Then they tell her story. I'm like, there was a little girl. I don't need the darkness. I got it.
Right.
Her little promo.
So now she's just.
Now she has Lily, the
So
little
now
freaky thing.
I
so
don't
she
understand.
realized that I didn't get the power of the darkness from that. I already had it.
I've already been like
Yeah,
that.
I've
so-
been like, I've
Whatever,
been like,
trash.
I've been
Yeah.
like that.
Was he helping me or was he holding me back? So
I always been like this. Yeah.
so her popping up in the thing resembling Sister Abigail
Yeah. Fucked
is
him up.
what
Yeah.
cost him the match, because when she was like, "Come to me," he was like, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
Sister Abigail."
Yeah, but now what happens between those two? Like I don't.
There's talk of some kind of intergender feud, so like they might be going back and forth, or perhaps
Are
there's
they
going to
trying
be
to
a
compete with that intergender thing that's going on in?
in like Impact and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
They do that now.
They do that a lot.
Yeah, and Lucha Underground they do that too.
Lucha
I
does
didn't
too.
Uh,
Lucha Underground did that. New Japan does that on occasion as well.
yeah.
Huh.
Well, so either they're gonna feud, or it's gonna bring like an actual Sister Abigail for them two to feud. So it's one of the two.
Gotcha.
Randy's still supposed to be wrapped up in it at some point. Either he's gonna be on Alexa's side to try and get rid of the Fiend, or he's just gonna be caught in the middle of it. Like
And-
they're both gonna be on his ass about
Yeah.
it. So
And then he gonna fight both sides.
Yeah.
Because he really can't do nothing.
I
to
wouldn't be
Alexa.
on Alexa's side after she did all that shit to me.
I know, right?
She was fucking
Bitch nearly
amazing.
burned me down.
She threw a fireball at me. She looked up. Lights almost fell on me.
Shit.
I've been coughing up black stuff.
Yeah, she got powers.
Yeah, nah.
She Papa Shango me.
Right? I'm better off with the fiend. At least I know he was trying to hurt me.
I know, right?
I know what he's about.
I know what he wants to do. You now I'm confused.
He wants to fight me. This is doing magic.
Yeah.
Shit. Can't fight that. You can't fight magic.
I can't fight voodoo. What is this?
Right?
What in the ass?
So yeah, that was trash.
Yep.
I hurt my soul.
Yeah. If you see
God, that
if you
hurt.
see my IG, he on the ground. He is
Biggie
so hurt.
lost his belt
Yeah, Biggie lost his belt,
Oh, that was-
which
yeah.
sucked.
But
on a
that's a
fucking
push.
stipulation,
Yeah.
which
That's
we
a
knew.
push for him to be.
He's supposed to be in the main event.
But it doesn't matter. He's not going to win the main event.
Very true.
Who is actually going to beat Roman Reigns? Who are they going to have beat Roman?
It's gonna be a long
It's gonna be
time.
It's gonna be a
fucking Brock
long
Lesnar
time.
when he comes
no,
back.
Brock Lesnar's not coming back. He's not coming back.
I wouldn't say he's never coming back.
Never,
We don't-
but he's not coming back anytime soon.
If he doesn't come back by SummerSlam, he won't be back at all this
No,
year.
he's not.
So
I'm
that's for sure.
saying right
If
now,
he
Brock
doesn't show
Lesnar
up,
is not coming back this year.
and I'm fine with that.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
I am okay with
Let
Brock Lesnar
let
not showing
Big E
up.
have his moment. If he's gonna feud back and forth, then great. If he loses, at least give him that. He deserves it.
Yeah, because that's why they took
You
the
see how
title
much
from him.
Kofi Mania blew up? This
Right.
is big. Let's let Big E have it.
Exactly.
Shit. And Big E's great
Yeah.
on the mic. Great wrestler.
I wish they would.
Yeah, I don't know who's gonna beat Roman because I knew in my heart of hearts that Edge was gonna win that belt, not pinning Roman, but
Pinning Bryan.
pinning Daniel Bryan.
And then
Therefore, getting him out of the way, and then the two of them would just fight.
And
and then
that did
Cesaro
not
coming
happen.
out and just Roman walking at the disrespect.
Yeah, I feel like they're teasing us with Cesaro and Roman, but
No.
Seth still is not done with him.
Did you hear Seth? He said one of his lines on the back of that shirt. I'm the end all be all. He
yes.
said that. And I'm like, is that them gonna be back together again somehow?
Yeah,
Too bad you not, sir.
Well,
Because your character is absolute garbage right
yeah, because
now.
he attacked
Let
him
me know
after
when
the
you
match
change
with,
that.
yeah, with no socks on.
with the right hand man.
Okay, so
With no socks. He wears those damn dress shoes, no fucking
no
socks
socks.
on. Why is that a thing these days?
just
It's
just
horrendous.
Gucci loafers with
Yeah.
no socks, just
Whatever.
sweating the leather out, but whatever.
Anyways.
So, in the intro to SmackDown, and they were showing what happened, the pieces of the match. Remember when I was asking, I was like, did he? So when Roman cut that promo
I still don't think he said
last
that.
week, I was kind of in and out. We
Did
weren't
he
really
say I'm
paying
going to
attention.
smash them, stack them?
Yeah,
And he said that last week.
he said that. I don't think last week, but I remember him saying, I'm gonna. He said, I think in the
He said it-
contract signing. Now I'm gonna smash you. I'm gonna stack. He said that.
That's what I was trying to
Yeah.
figure out because I
That
wasn't
was
sure
during
where
the-
he said that.
The contract signing.
I clearly was not paying
Yeah.
attention
Yeah, 'cause
he was
because
back,
I would
he goes-
I would have caught
because
on to that.
I think because that's when Brian. I think it was with Brian. Was it with Daniel Bryan? I forgot who it was. Because Brian goes, "Oh, I could be ahead of the table. I'd be great. Everyone
Yeah,
will love me."
that was-
He goes, "I'm gonna smash you. I'm gonna dig. I'm gonna stack you." He said all that.
Okay,
think that's what he
because
said.
we were trying to
I was
figure
like,
out.
Did he actually
He said
even?
that.
Yeah,
say that?
because
Say
when
that?
because when they showed that montage of the end of the match,
Yeah.
and they said that I'm gonna smash you,
I'm gonna stack.
I'm gonna stack you, and I was like, wait, when did he?
Yeah,
I was like, when
remember
did
him
he
saying
say that?
Because I remember the smash line. I'm gonna smash you because he's a little dude. So
Yeah.
I got
I would have
Yeah.
caught the stack you, and then I would have been like, I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah,
would.
that was
like,
that was
oh,
foreshadowing.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
stack it on
so
top
I'm
of
gonna
your
smash
ass.
you, I'm gonna stack you.
But
Then you
everyone's just
acknowledge
like,
me.
since Edge was on top of Brian, Edge should have been the champion.
The only good.
But Pierce disputed that.
Why? Because they were both on their backs, and
Yeah.
he was pinning. No. That's not how it works.
No, a fan went and then
Oh.
Pierce actually, Adam Pierce came out like, no, this is.
No, that's not how it works.
Oh,
Because
and
people
then,
have done this before.
And then Little Nate was like, no, my count stands.
right.
And then he defended Little Nate and he goes, hey, Robinson, see you in my office on Friday.
Yeah.
That's what Pierce said in the tweet.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh shit, okay.
Because if he had put Edge on top of Daniel Bryan, like face down
Stomach,
on top of
stomach.
stomach
It
to
would've
stomach,
been-
Yeah.
yeah,
then they
yeah.
could
But
then
it
you
was
could have
back
said
to
it. But he
stomach.
was, and
Yeah.
that's why Roman did that because
Yeah.
he knew that.
He knew if I put
Yeah.
him, that's
Yeah.
him pinning him. So he put him from back to stomach.
Right.
Instead of stomach to stomach.
Yes.
The only.
See, a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah. It's like
Brooks.
he may have. You could say he pinned Daniel Bryan, but then Roman pinned Edge. So
Freaking noobs.
Either way,
Because if it
still
was
would-
Roman's pinning Edge with his back up, that's
Mhm.
not pinning.
right.
You had to flip him over.
Exactly.
So, Got you there,
Learn
assholes.
ish.
Learn how to pin correctly.
The only good thing that came from Sunday is Rhea winning the belt. I know you would argue that point, but that was great. That
Wait,
was
who?
fuck Rhea.
Rhea being awesome.
Oh no, I was cool with that.
I love it.
I love
it.
both, but I was not mad at Rhea.
Yeah, I mean,
because that intros of her was amazing.
It was. That Ash Costello sounds just like
Sounded just like the
the
just
record.
like, yeah. I was
Sounds
like,
like
well,
that,
I was like, I want to hear the like screaming, so it was cool.
Oh,
but
and
then
you
when she's, I was like, damn, like this sounds like effortless for her.
Yeah.
So I was like, that was really cool.
But you could tell it wasn't. She wasn't like lip syncing.
Oh, yeah,
or
no,
anything
no,
like
she
that. Like
definitely
it
was.
was.
No,
It was good. It
lot of-
sounded the exact fucking
A
same.
lot of people
was
saying that
crazy.
Wale was lip singing for Biggie's entrance.
Parts of it, yes,
Yeah.
he was. When
You could still hear him. His mic was
yeah,
on.
his mic was on, but
Mic
yes,
was on,
the
yeah.
dude had the track playing
They're
in the
playing
back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of people was like
Because he knew he was going to be walking around and doing the thing with
Yeah,
Biggie.
with
and,
Biggie.
you know,
he's got to, and plus because he had a mic instead of a piece.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I would like that. If I'm going to do like performance, I would want a piece, not a mic.
So you could, like, walk
Well, when
around
you're a
and do shit.
rapper, you don't
Yeah,
want to. A lot.
Because I heard
99% of them don't do
flies
that.
out.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
does a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
'Cause you're
It don't work. It sweats. Your shit
Yeah.
falls out. Yeah.
Yeah,
I get
rappers
it.
are used to just having the
Yeah,
microphone.
and I was
and
like,
doing
I don't give a
this
fuck
shit,
that
so-
Wale was his shit was playing the bad shit was good anyway. For me,
Yeah,
was
I dug
happy.
it.
Bunch of haters.
I know.
You know what's funny is it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how positive you are or how many friends you are, how popular you are. Like literally, people just want to hate on you.
Yeah,
Basically.
Like a lot of
Yeah.
people just like, I don't know. It just makes them feel better. It's really
It's like-
fucking weird.
he's so positive.
sad.
I'm sick of your positivity. I'm like, bitch. Then look the other way.
Well, there is such thing as toxic positivity,
Oh yeah,
and that's like
but
when
then that's
somebody
when you
is
tell it's
genuinely
fake. But you
what,
can tell that talks about like it's fake.
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
You can tell it's not genuine.
Right.
Look at you, one of
Um,
these.
No, it's just it needs to be cleaned.
Oh.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, baby.
Woo! The two creepy times he said, "I'm Captain America" when he was about to hit. I
No,
was like,
fuck that guy.
he said that twice. He did it twice in that
He
episode.
did,
Oh,
sir.
man.
You are not.
Spoiler alert! If you haven't watched
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
blinking.
the Falcon
red
and
light,
the Winter
blink,
Soldier
blink,
yet,
blink.
this is the spoiler alert.
This
so
is the time you skip to.
skip 5 minutes ahead or so.
15 minutes maybe,
Yeah.
depending. And I was
Okay,
just like,
so
you guys
begin.
don't. I just like Bucky's line goes, "You guys don't want to do this." Yes,
Yes, we do.
I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, we want to whoop that
Fight
ass.
scene was amazing.
We're here to whoop that
And
ass.
he's like, I know Bucky does for sure.
Yeah, but he wanted to whoop his
That
ass.
shit
and
was
he
so
disarmed
great.
his gun. He was using the shield like a blunt object.
Mhm.
He did not want to throw it because he didn't want to lose it.
Yeah, he didn't
did
wanna
not-
lose it.
only
He
threw
knew
it,
that's what
he
they
threw
were
it
after.
once.
Uh-huh.
He threw it once to Bucky, and then you see how he like put the shield in his arm. I was like,
That's
oh.
why his arm got broke the fuck off.
Well, it was disabled a little bit when he slammed into the thing. His arm got disabled. His
Mhm.
left arm when he
Yeah.
fell on it, it like glitched, and it took
Oh.
a while for him to get his arm.
Oh,
back.
Bucky, yeah, you can see it like, yeah,
like
yeah.
glitching,
Uh-huh.
turning purple.
Oh, I
yeah.
thought you were talking about
No,
John Walker
no,
with
he's
the
talking-
shield.
No,
He's talking
and then
about,
when he broke his arm, I was
Because
like,
his
oh.
arm got broke
I thought
the
that
fuck
arm was
off.
coming off.
Yeah,
So did I.
Because when Falcon was like trying to take it, and he put
Yeah,
it on
and
the booster.
yeah.
And he's like,
oh,
and I just saw the arm. I was like, oh, that arm is coming
Yeah,
all the way
yeah,
off.
And then when Bucky like
Nope,
swung
and
in,
it got
they
all the way
sh-
broken.
Yeah.
And then Bucky had his legs, and then here comes Sam with the shield.
With the shield,
Bow! I'm
boom.
like, oh, that looks so bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
ending, I like,
crazy.
wow.
That shit was nuts.
And then that
Like, that's
cute,
the start of this show, of the
Yeah.
episode? Wow.
and that cute beam of light on Bucky with the shield all glinting, and he throws it down to.
Mhm.
I was like,
To
He
Sam.
basically threw it at him,
Yeah.
but not hit
Like,
him.
bitch, don't let this go again.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
what
then
that's what I heard when
I
he
got
dropped it.
a little emotional, teary eyed when Sam was trying to just clean the blood off the shield. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I was like, oh man,
So did I. I was like, oh my God.
shit. But that whole
Or when Sam was telling Bucky when they were standing there and he was throwing the shield finally, he
Yeah,
was
right.
telling Bucky, like, he's not here anymore. I was like, I know it.
he's
Yeah.
gone.
I was like, so sad.
yeah, but the ways he was saying that you should be a service to them.
Right.
The way he said, he goes, you're not amending your avenging.
Avenging,
I was like,
yeah.
oh,
No, that's
God.
the best.
Yeah.
He
line.
has to go to that guy's
Yeah.
dad. I was like,
Yeah.
no.
He's at the end of end of
he-
the fight. He's
Oh
gonna go,
my
And as soon as he
God.
said you have to do that, like,
go be a service.
Bucky knew exactly what I had to go tell
I was like,
him about his son.
But I hate the people who are like, why does this got to be? It's not political because it's fucking real.
Yeah.
The whole scene of the cops stopping them too, and then they're just talking to
Mhm.
Sam.
Yeah. He's
That's
like,
real.
Is he bothering you? He was like,
this is not political.
No, man, everything is fine.
Yeah, we just talking.
I don't give a shit. If it takes making this shit political to make change, make that shit political.
Yeah,
Why is
right.
everybody pissed that it's getting political?
Yeah, you know,
it should be fucking political.
Marvel.
Because how do you change shit? Through fucking politics. Make it political.
But
Yeah. And
people
then, you know,
who people get uncomfortable when it's about. I want to get away from like this stuff. I don't want to see
Because you
this
don't
on-
understand it.
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
you don't want to face the truth of how these politics got started and the fucked up system that they are a part of.
Oh yeah, and then
I agree 100%.
we also supposed that Ted Cruz and 5 other senators declined an anti-Asian crime bill that they wanted to pass. Six of those fuckers rejected it. Fucking assholes, dude. 6 senators. Ted Cruz is one of them. Fucking, no, fuck, I hate Ted Cruz.
That guy,
Fucking
man.
prick.
That dude's a piece
Go
of
back
work.
to Cancun, asshole.
He's a piece of work. Let me tell you. But
Not in a funny
That
way.
whole no.
yeah,
I'm gonna.
you know, you was something else. You was
Something else.
Not in a funny way. You were just something else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucked up something
but
else.
that fact that, you know, in the line he said where Steve and I didn't know that giving the show to a black man would cause.
Right.
And I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, good job, Marvel.
Mhm.
Well, but
Right.
even that, like, just to see them have that conversation and not be like, oh, you know, you're just, oh, it's just a bunch of bullshit. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, no, Bucky was like
Yeah.
we didn't know.
Yeah, we didn't.
Because we didn't witness that shit firsthand, and then I think that them
Right,
getting
'cause
pulled
we
over
were-
with
Yeah.
Bucky there,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
and then seeing
Right.
and telling him after the first time they visited
Mhm.
Bradley.
Yeah, Isaiah Bradley.
Yeah,
Badly, that was
that
like, whoa.
yeah,
Yeah.
that I think he was
Because,
like,
like I
oh
said,
shit.
Steve was in the ice,
Mhm.
and then Bucky was captured by ice. So they
Right.
missed
So
all
that stuff were
from-
like the civil rights and all
yeah,
that. Yeah,
the
they
racism
were.
and all that. They
yeah,
missed all of that.
They
So
were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
weren't
really didn't know.
Right.
Yeah, so they get it now. And then
Mhm.
when Bradley showed his, I teared. when
Oh
he
my
showed his-
god, I was over there under my
Yeah,
blanket
I was
like
just
this.
like-
yeah,
My jaw was dropped the whole time. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm about to fucking cry.
that shit was
This shit was
crazy,
powerful
man.
because he was, you know, and then he goes, no
No
self-respecting
self-respecting
black man will
man.
want the shield. I was like,
Yeah,
wow, that's like powerful. Like,
yeah. I was like, man.
And like I get it, but at the same time, if he changed it up and made it his, like, because Steve Rogers, like, he didn't, you know, he wasn't all for, yeah, I'm Captain America, but I wasn't always gonna do what the government told me to do.
Oh, yeah,
right,
of
I was
course.
gonna
You know what I
do
mean?
what
So-
was
Yeah,
right.
He never did
Exactly.
what John Walker does because, you know, he even said, he goes, when in the first Captain America, he was like, who are you? I'm just a kid from Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Mhm.
He never said, I'm
yeah. He
Captain
never
America.
said
Yeah.
I'm Captain America.
He
yeah.
never called himself
He never
Captain.
says.
Everyone
yeah,
called him.
everyone else called him Captain America. He says I'm Steve Rogers. Like
Yeah.
he
Mhm.
never said
Even to, like,
I'm
you,
Captain.
I am
Never
Steve
called
Rogers.
himself
Yeah,
that, yeah.
I'm Captain
Everybody
America. No,
called
he
him
never
Cap.
said that.
Mm.
Yeah.
But everybody saw the virtue in him and was like, well, okay, that's Captain America.
That's what
So
Captain America.
yeah,
But he never tell people I'm that.
Captain
Yeah.
America,
John
yeah.
Walker, you a piece of shit.
yeah.
Why? No, Why Rose, you're playing great. I hate you.
Yeah.
I hate you even more.
You know what? Like I have to give Wyatt Russell his props.
Yeah,
He's a good actor.
He's a good
You're
actor.
Good, you.
Especially this
man.
part that he's playing.
Yeah.
We know you're not supposed to be liked, but
Yeah, he-
you're doing a good fucking job
Bang
at
up
it.
job. 'Cause we hate your fucking guts.
Right?
You are killing it.
You are smashing this role, literally.
The only time I
You deserve
ever
a fucking award, all of them.
the only part that I ever felt bad for him was when Lamar died.
Died, yeah.
And then he got. I was like, and
But-
I was like, he got to go kill her.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I felt that shit. I was like,
but
no,
you see,
she gotta die.
He went to that and he lied to him. He lied to the family. That
I know.
Right.
And
Car,
that's why.
yeah.
But
when,
that's why he's got to go get her now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he didn't want to say that
I didn't.
I
didn't get.
I killed
I-
somebody
I-
and it wasn't the right
Right.
person.
Yeah, I didn't get to kill her.
Right. Because when they said, did you get the person that did
Yeah, he
this
goes,
to
"Did
our
you go-"
son?
Yeah. He was like,
He
I
said,
got
yeah,
it.
because he couldn't go to his best friend's family and say, no, I let that person get away. I
Yeah.
killed the wrong person.
Mhm.
Yeah, he had to say that.
Woo.
But now he's got to go kill her. That's
That-
the only thing I feel for him. Is
That's
like,
the most
he-
emotional I've been in a while. You know, like
Yeah.
emotionally.
Yeah.
Like, even and it said 60 minutes. I'm like, fucking liars. That's all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, no, this is
57
like
something, I'm like, it's gonna be 50
54.5
minutes, it's
seconds.
fine.
Yeah, man, that
But
shit.
and then it kept going. Like, there's that montage. The
Mhm.
whole, I was like, okay, just
I
living up
kept
to
waiting for
Yeah,
it
we
to
kept
end,
waiting.
I
and I
know.
was like, because I was like, this shit better not catch me off guard and
Mhm.
do this fucking one of those to be continued bullshits.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he went up to that fucking case, I was like, God damn it! And he's like,
You're like-
oh, that's where it's going to end. And I was like, oh,
You look up
my God.
Pulp Fiction.
I was so pissed off.
What's in the box, Darren?
And I was like, you better text Ray, what's in the box, Ray?
And I was about to go off like,
Right,
let me tell you what's in the box.
And he did.
Yeah,
He
well,
went,
yeah.
oh,
good, huh?
Episode, yeah. Avengers. Number
You know,
279.
Page 32. This is the box right here.
If you see, look closely, and turn this page here. See it down at the bottom.
I was gonna go to.
Bucky had
I
his
was
own
gonna
suit-
go like to
his
Google,
own
get
new
the
suit
graphics
made.
and show it to you guys.
Oh, my fucking God.
I was gonna go ham.
and circle it and put arrows
Yeah,
right
like,
here.
yeah.
This
Right.
is the shit.
Pop, 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 pop.
Edit photo, arrows, circle here.
I can do this on. I can do.
There's
I can do it on
vibranium
this
in
phone.
here, and here.
I can do it on this phone.
Yeah.
No, but,
Raising the 21st century now. He can do it.
I know, right?
No, but one of the ones that Wakanda twice gave him wings. They replaced his wings that he got from the military with vibranium wings.
Right.
And then the second time, it was weaved into the wings he had, but it was able to change shape. The
Oh,
wings,
nice.
yeah. That was one of the modifications that Wakanda did for him. Like his wings.
Oh,
could
in the
change
comics,
shape.
yeah.
I was like, oh, that's
dope.
sick.
That's super
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, but now Torres is gonna be the new Falcon.
Yeah.
I like
Joaquin Torres.
I like
Joaquin
him.
Torres
He's
is
funny.
cool. He's funny.
Torres reminds me of DJ.
Does he?
Why?
I don't know. It's
He
just,
got like the light skin and the
it's
hair.
It's his face.
Yeah, right.
He just
He
like
does.
looks like DJ to me.
If you keep staring,
So
I'm kinda
every
like,
time Torres was, I'm like, nigga, DJ right there.
Well, shout out to DJ.
Shout out to DJ.
I didn't-
DJ.
Joaquin Torres
Wa-
face ass.
Joaquin DJ Torres.
Oh my God.
Yeah, kind of.
And the next time you watch, you be like, damn it now.
Now I'm not gonna be able to unsee
You won't be able to
it.
unsee it.
Okay.
Then you're gonna Snapchat. Hey DJ, that's you.
I know you was in this. Look at you.
I
Acting it up.
haven't
Have
seen
you,
it. Like, I
try
don't.
it.
Maybe.
Look at you trying to be the Falcon.
Yeah, this was you working late. You was falconing it
You was
up.
falconing it up.
You PS my ass.
You training over there? You training over there? One of my favorite parts was when Bucky was not flirting with
Oh, with
Hey,
Sarah?
Sarah, don't flirt with my sister.
He saw it. He saw
I
it.
saw it.
we were laughing.
saw
We
it.
were like, "Oh my God!"
Sam was sitting there like this too.
He was hi, I'm Sarah. Hey, I'm Bucky.
I'm Bucky. Sam was looking there like-
and then Bucky. And then they lingered on Bucky for a little bit, smiling. And then they cut to Sam.
Yeah, hey,
And
man.
Sarah's smiling.
Stick around, man. You don't go nowhere.
Don't
flirt with my sister.
Flirt with my sister.
That shit was funny.
It's not flirting.
Yeah, I would never. I'm like,
A little bit.
that's
He's like, I might. That was so great.
I won't flirt with your sister, but when you turn around, I'll be flirting
Yeah.
again.
And the other part that I thought was super funny is that, which was different than I thought it was going to be, was when he was sleeping on the couch and he woke up.
Oh, it was
And,
happy.
huh?
and yeah,
And the
but the
boys
kids
were
were playing
playing
with
with
the
the
It was
shield.
so
shield.
cute. It was so cute.
I thought Sam was going to come out and be like, don't play with that. And he didn't. Like,
and-
they let that moment happen.
Yeah.
And Bucky
And
was
he's-
like all happy.
Yeah, he
know
looked at
the-
him and was like,
you know the dog
hey.
tags.
and they were like, oh,
Oh shit! Everyone run.
Drop it, put it away, put it back, put it back.
You know
Yeah.
the dog
It was
tags. You know
cute.
those are not his. Those are Steve's.
no, the Steves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Steve Rogers' dog tags.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's not sleeping on the floor and he actually got some sleep.
right. That's
He was-
what I was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, And he woke
because
up-
he's
shit.
normally on the floor.
Yeah.
That's
He
why he
woke-
woke
he
up and he was like
he-
all
he-
happy and
he
shit
woke up
because
with a
he was
smile.
actually
He
sleeping
slept
on the couch.
fucking couch.
Yeah, he slept on
Yeah.
the couch.
Yes,
I didn't make that connection. I know, obviously.
right.
Yeah, but he woke up
It's
happy.
just a
I'm
little-
like, oh,
it's a
That's
little-
the first thing I know. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
he's sleeping on the couch.
A little-
That's new.
A little
smile on his
subtle,
face.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he saw the two kids playing. It was all cute. Like, oh, psh,
That was so
that's a-
funny. I
Yeah.
loved
oh,
it.
put it back. He really didn't. It just fell.
Yeah, he was like, oh.
and he just smiled. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah, he went like,
Cute.
hey, put that on. He just was like, hey.
I
Oh,
just,
he's awake. Put it back.
I just
He
like,
didn't even say, hey, like,
Yeah, he said it all like,
yeah, like,
it was like,
hey.
I like I just
that
woke
was
up.
like, good morning.
Hey.
Yeah.
oh, no, but then I like how Sam called all the favors.
Mhm.
He said, hey, you know, do you remember that my mom and dad did that?
Yeah.
Everyone came.
Everyone
the boat
came.
is fixed, thank God.
And then they were getting ready to paint it.
They're
Hold
like,
on,
we can't do it.
I can't
I
do
can't
it.
sell it either. She's like, I fucking knew it. You
He
weren't
was
gonna
like,
do it.
what? I know.
No, he
I
knew
know.
it. He knew it.
Yeah,
But now
he
that
knew.
it's
Sam
fixed, I
knew
can
it.
make some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
So.
just make it nicer. Just repaint the name.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
I
was
couldn't
thinking.
do that too. If I had a boat with my parents, I'm not touching that. I'm not repainting that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear to God, that hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
like, no, don't do it. And I was like, why? What are you doing? And then she's like, we're not selling it. And I was like, oh my God.
I was like,
all this shit.
all this drama, man.
I called in all these favors to sell this boat. Now you don't want to sell the boat. Ain't this about
Ain't
it?
this some shiznit?
But like, I told you though. I told you. I told you
Right?
to sell this boat.
Mm-hmm. Look at you. Look at you.
Yeah.
Can't even sell it now.
And then she was like, "Yeah, I wasn't gonna sell this boat." I was like, Why fight me for 5 episodes?
Because I was
Fight me
bored.
for 5 episodes
'Cause
because
I'm
I'm bored.
You weren't here. You weren't here. You
I
don't
can't
know.
believe there's only one more episode.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is insanity.
Man.
This one better be like an hour and 30 minutes. This better be long.
I mean,
It has to be. You can give a full fight.
either that or
It
they're
won't
not
be.
And then-
How long were we waiting for WandaVision to be over 30 minutes?
And it was over in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah. And
shit was
But
crazy.
we, but we got like a
the last episode was less than an hour.
but we got a satisfying ending.
I
No,
know,
that's fine.
but look
Yeah.
how long it took. It took episode
I'm expecting
8.
that.
It took episode 8 for us to get past half an hour.
All the Loki stuff, all the fighting at the end's gonna happen at the end of that. That's 6 episodes too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You,
5 and 6 gonna be them fighting at the end.
I know.
you know what's
But
funny?
I'm prepared for that now.
I'm prepared. I've been prepared since WandaVision. I'm like, this is how they're gonna do it. Fuck it.
The
I'm gonna
first half of WandaVision, I was like, no, I like it. But
Yeah.
then they kept saying, oh, the next 3 episodes are supposed to be hour plus, or the next 2.
Every-
and
they
that's
weren't
and
lies.
it didn't happen. I was like,
Since
you
they
mother-
trolled us so hard, I don't believe anything they say about
Yeah,
time.
I don't.
You know
anymore
what's
either.
funny is for the first 2 episodes of Falcon, I was like, I don't want to see this bullshit. I don't give a shit about these people partying it up and doing the thing with the dancing. And now I'm like, I want all of that. Make the episode longer. Hindsight is 2020. My bad, didn't he? My bad.
No, then when they got to New York, Carly did the whistle. I'm like, goddamn, everyone's a flag smasher.
Yeah.
Everyone got up.
That shit was crazy. I was like, yo.
And then Batroc got those fuckers' weapons.
Mhm.
Because what was it? Sharon Carter got.
Criminals now? What? You haven't heard? I was like, oh my god.
Hey, shit, you ain't watching?
Right? I don't know what his name is. I would have said, oh man, you're not watching? We're criminals now.
oh my God.
Yeah, but then they're gonna they're gonna try to kill everybody
In the vote?
in the war room.
Yeah.
It looked like a war room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Where they make
Yeah.
decisions
they
about
make
wars.
Decisions about wars.
That's what's gonna happen. Because
Yeah,
Sam
GRC.
knew that's where they were gonna be.
Yo, this fight's gonna be.
When he saw, he's like,
When Torres
Thanks,
told him
Torres.
about the ping, he's
Yeah.
all, thanks, Torres.
Thanks,
he
Torres.
knew.
I
Torres
get-
was in the middle of talking,
yeah.
and he was like,
hey,
yeah,
you know what? I
thanks.
get no thanks.
I
I got it
will
from
lose
here.
my mind if Torres
Shows up.
fixed the wings and he
And
goes,
shows up.
Oh,
That would be sick.
lose my shit if he. Oh my god,
That would be sick, actually.
What is it? EX07?
Yeah, EX07. Yeah, but that's been changed.
Did it? Oh.
It's not that's
right.
the
well, I
first
mean,
one,
yeah, the
but,
first
like,
one was
here's
EX07.
the
But
other
yeah,
one,
that
you
was.
know. I will lose my mind if he has it and then he has the bird. I don't know where the
Yeah,
bird
he
shows
get
up.
like a real bird,
Actual, like, actual bird shows
like a
up.
real
Oh, like
real
Falcon?
yeah.
a real red wing.
Yeah, I'll lose my shit.
A red
if he
wing falcon.
comes
What?
in, there's
Oh,
a
where'd
falcon.
you get
I was
that?
like, where did he come from? I don't even care.
You know what?
All of a
I'm not asking any
yeah,
questions.
all of a sudden you
Yeah,
can
I
you can
would.
talk to birds. Okay, all right,
That
okay,
shit would be
DJ.
so funny.
Look at you talking to birds.
No, I can't wait for this. I can't wait till next Friday. That fight's gonna be amazing. Please let it be long. And then we got June, right? Is Loki?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So we have to. So
I can't believe we have to wait that
we have to
fucking
go
long
without.
after.
We have to go all of May
Oh
without.
my, I know, right?
Why?
Put
They
something
make
in
it-
May. Why didn't y'all put something in May?
Wait.
Wait,
When
what's
is Black Widow supposed to come?
July
July
9th.
9th. Yeah, July 9th.
They should have given Black Widow in May then.
Yeah.
That's what they should have
That's what
done.
they should have done. But there's
Should've.
nothing.
Wasn't that the original plan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was May.
That's
Then
why.
they changed it to July
Yeah.
and locked it.
Yeah. So Loki.
Give me Shang-Chi in May.
That. Oh, that's September now, right?
I know.
What is
Fuck
it?
yes.
Shang-Chi is
Oh.
Legend
September.
of the Ten Rings. Yeah, it's September. And we
Well, they had
have,
to push that back because they had to stop filming because of the COVID stuff, right?
Yeah.
Didn't somebody get sick or there was something happen?
Oh, I don't know.
Or is it just they couldn't do it because
It's
of
good because of COVID. Yeah.
yeah.
Because most of that stuff was shot in Australia. Let me get that.
Yeah, get that real quick.
I'll be right back.
Oh my god. So.
And we're back.
Anyways.
we had to take a quick
Enjoy
commercial
that.
break, but we
I'm
back.
glad, I'm
You
glad
like
we
that
were
interlude?
done with that most of that Falcon and Winter Soldier stuff. So.
You can put that SpongeBob 5 minute later thing up again. 5 minutes later.
Oh my god.
We back.
I might do that.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot happening this week, like
Yeah.
lots of stuff.
We're in current
Um,
events.
Current events. But I don't want to get too deep into it because I'm going to use some of those examples for our topic. And the topic is the difference between fact and opinion. For those of you who don't know, that yes, there is an actual difference between fact and opinion.
Yes, your opinion is not fact.
Exactly.
That's how you feel.
about you, simple
Simple
bitch. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
No, I'm with you.
Um, The thing is, people think that just because they don't like something, it makes their opinion factual.
Or make it valid.
You cannot change a fact. It is a fact, is a fact, is a fact, is a fact. You can like it and have an opinion on whether or not you like it or not. And guess what? You don't like it? It's still a fact. It still happened.
Facts don't change.
Facts do not change. Opinions change.
all the time.
All the fucking
All the
time.
time.
But anyways, before I goes off,
She's about to go ham, y'all.
Yeah.
Pay yourselves. Clench
We-
your buttholes.
if you have been watching us for some time now, you know that we do this right before we get into our topic. If this is your first time here, welcome to the Me and M podcast. We go crazy.
Sometimes I spill.
Yeah, like
That was a good
last
one.
episode, you should go back. He spilled.
I haven't spilled since like episode like 14 or some
He's
shit.
gonna spill next week. Watch.
Well, hey, you know, we all got one. Hers wasn't on camera.
Oh
That's true. Mine was not on
Mine
camera.
was on camera.
Yeah, and then mine was on camera.
But I like my recovery though when it hit. Like nothing happened. You don't see that.
Jesus. But for those of you who are new, we do take a shot. So if you want to take a shot with us, go for it. If you want to take a shot of water or juice and you don't drink, that's cool
Yeah,
too.
that's cool too.
This is just us sending good vibes and cheers.
Cheers,
Cheers,
everybody.
universe. Ooh, that's lovely.
I thought about not drinking.
But
And then I realized what I was going to be talking about, and I was like, that was a terrible idea.
be hype.
Yeah, she's
But we don't really drink all week. We
No.
only time we drink is on the weekends. And
On-
even
on-
then,
on occasion-
that's one of probably two
Two or
If I-
three.
maybe three.
Yeah.
and then you have a shitty day. I drink with my brother at home, but like beers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it happens.
Yeah. Happens. It's good times.
Good times. All right.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Fact versus opinion. So, if you've been with us for a while, you know that, at least for me, if something happens in our day-to-day life, it's free game. It's free game for me to talk about it. I will do my damnedest to be polite and not use your name. But it's fair game.
Yeah.
And that is something I think people should know, at least about me. I mean, I'm not going to go air somebody's dirty laundry.
Right.
But if some shit goes down and I have a dispute or a disagreement or an argument or a whatever, and I want to use an example because I know there's other people out there that could benefit from the information, I'm going to use it.
Now we'll give you very vague details.
Well, I don't know about
Well,
vague
me.
details.
Well,
I won't
of
give
the-
you details of
maybe
this
the-
Oh,
person.
maybe, yeah,
the
of the per-
details
yeah.
of the
Yeah.
person.
But I won't I won't shout out your name. I won't,
Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah,
like,
none
I
of
won't.
that.
Yeah.
And if
so-
I do shout out names, it's because it's admiration or I care about you, and it's like, yeah,
Right.
you know. But if I'm gonna say some shit, yeah, you're gonna stay anonymous as possible. Unless you know us, and then you probably put two and two together and figure out who it is.
Oh, in that case, enjoy yourself, sugar pop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay,
Can we?
so let's start. Definition of a fact is a fact or piece of information that is known to be true. Like somebody wrote it down because that shit actually happened, right? Okay. Opinion, a view or judgment formed about something not necessarily based on fact or knowledge. The beliefs or views of a large number or majority of people about a particular thing. An estimation of the quality of or worth of someone or something. So all of that smushed together is basically it's the definition of opinion, but it's the way you view things,
Right.
your vision,
Mm-hmm.
which comes from judgment. And some people lack judgment in certain situations.
I'm one of them too. Don't trip. I'm not perfect.
I'm with you.
You know, we all judge people at first impressions.
Of course.
Yeah,
But that's like at the surface level, not like, to the core.
Right.
You know?
So, I mean, we are talking about fact or opinion, but I'm going to go off a little bit. When do you decide what you think of somebody? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of people are like if you go to an interview, like, how much time do you have? Like, you don't. Like,
Yeah.
you have to walk in there like,
And
then you have to
Right.
know your shit because
I did
Yeah,
that.
because-
I
our
did that.
first impression
First
is
impression
the
is-
most important.
I did
Right.
that. I did that yesterday.
because that the first impression someone has of you or you have of them is how you treat them going forward, unless you see over time that they're not like that. That was an aberration or something like that.
Yeah. No.
But like you're talking about interview, you
Or
don't
like
really
a
get that
professional
chance.
setting. Yeah.
Yeah, like that professional setting is kind of like one and done. Like you got to go in there with your best representative. You know what I'm saying?
Your star player.
Right, you got to make sure that you're on top
You're
of your game
in
and show
tune.
them the best person that you could possibly be, because you may not see them again
Right.
until you get the job.
But then there's a good chance you to put a little bit of your personality in it because
Right.
depending what they're talking
Well,
to
your
you.
star player
I'm talking
personality.
well, I'm
The
talking
one
about-
they wanna
I'm talking
see.
about
Right.
my interview. She was talking to me and I was reciprocating back to her, so we were just like, "Oh, okay, cool."
how you doing? Fine, how are you?
No, just like
Yeah,
just certain certain things.
Call me
about
back.
what's
We'll
going
figure
on.
this out.
Yeah, so it was really good. Like, okay, cool. I'm not timid. I'm not unpersonable.
Right.
I'm easy to approach.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Did,
So
did
she
you
saw that.
did you swear?
No. I know. Okay,
I want this fucking job. So
I'm getting better at it. Okay, I'm getting better at. I'm in a professional
shit, my
setting.
bad. Fuck.
No, I did that. I did that during our Zoom meeting.
Damn.
When I messed
Lost.
up, what I did at the end, I turned back. I went, fuck.
Oh,
I'm
Oh
back.
yeah, that was funny.
I did it.
That was
I'm
funny.
back.
Oh man.
No, that's why I was like, not once, like when we went on TV, not once I'm like, you know what, this is a professional thing. I can't act a fool. So
So
even when I did even I got the-
Raymond's got to shut his mouth.
yeah, I did. That's why I did a lot of clapping. I was like, like a lot of
That was the
motherfucker. I was like, you fucking bitch, we fucking won.
Can they hear me when we're on commercial? What's going on here?
No, we couldn't because our mic they could hear us.
Yeah.
Speaking of, bitch, where is my money?
May 19th, May 19th, guys.
Why do they wait that
It's
long?
120. I don't know why
I
it's
know, but
120
that's
days.
fucked up.
If everybody knows the answer to that, please comment below. Why is it 120 days? Why can't they just give us the money?
Yeah, if you
The
go on,
week.
if you're
even
on,
if you the small money. Not what I mean. We didn't even win the big money. The small money. Give it to me. Give it to me now.
yeah,
Money.
Money before
Right.
money. Give it to me
before-
now.
right, small prize
You
in my
know-
hand before right now.
You know that we won. Give us the money when we leave. The
you see
stage.
winners. Just gave us the small money right now. Do it.
I would've
Why are
spent-
you playing games with me?
I played your game.
I know. Give money now. Money before.
Oh, I love him. He was so good in
And Godzilla.
Godzilla.
That's Ronnie Chang.
Yeah,
If y'all don't
Ronnie
know
Chang.
who Ronnie Chang
Break
is.
into my house. Put the money in my wallet. Leave a note.
Right? Spend it for me
Yeah.
before I think about what I want to
On
spend it
Prime
on.
before.
I love it.
Just
If
look
you
at my
have-
wish list and pick one.
If you haven't seen his stand
Oh
up,
my god.
Ronnie Chang,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, Ronnie Chang.
on
Ronnie
Netflix.
Chang. He was in Godzilla versus Kong. It was a
Yes.
small part, but
Yeah.
it was
So funny,
perfect
She
for
was like,
him.
that Ronnie Chang? That is Ronnie Chang.
I was like, oh my
What
god.
is it? It was like, bleach.
you-
Oh, bleach. You buy a lot of bleach. Yeah,
Yeah.
bleach.
I can tell you exactly.
Right.
I can lead you to where he lives.
You buy a big fish. I'll tell you his address.
Yeah. He was great, and he is. It's hilarious. You should watch
Him
it.
on Trevor
It's
Noah.
on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Oh, he has. We gotta watch that if he's on Trevor Noah.
Yeah, he's part
Speaking
of his
of Trevor
correspondent
Noah.
with that one. John Kepler is that his name? The white boy.
Oh,
Finger on the-
on the Daily Show.
Yeah, Daily Show.
Yeah, yeah.
Ryan Chen's on that too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he does all that jazz.
Well, his stand-up is best. It's on
Hilarious.
Netflix.
Yeah.
See it. You
It's-
watch it.
It's pretty funny.
Do it. Netflix before.
Netflix
Yes.
before. Where?
Put it in my brain like
Yes.
I already saw it.
Why you don't give me my money?
So
May 19th.
the boy wants his
No,
money.
I'm very serious.
Uh-oh.
I'm not here to play
When the-
games with
when
you.
the-
New information to
When the-
Nigerians.
when
Real quick.
when Wakandans come out, it's a wrap.
I am
He's
not here
serious.
to. I am not here to play games with you. I want my money. You give it now. I will show you the steal.
I will be
I'm
Brian.
very
Give my money, man. Where's my money? Where's my money, man? Give my money.
You got money to buy fake mustaches, but you can't give me my money.
Oh my god.
Why just shot me? Give my money, man. That whole scene was
That's
great.
Shoot him in the
Family Guy.
kneecaps.
You got my money. Oh, flamethrower.
Oh my
Where's my
god.
money?
It was so funny. Where's my money?
Okay, let's go to the bank.
Well, yeah.
You had it in here the whole fucking time, and he's just fucking setting you on fire. Like I was like baffled. Like wait, what? Okay, back to facts versus opinion.
Sorry.
This whole idea came about because, as you know, some of the other current events going on are the Derek Chauvin trial
Oh, God.
for the death of George Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
The trial is over. Closing arguments on Monday.
Okay.
They have decided that when the decision comes out,
Yeah, they already
Tuesday
have
or Wednesday, they
they have
have
National Guard already deployed.
they have
for it.
National Guard to deploy.
Yeah.
None of the kids are going to school.
Yeah, they're
So-
basically shutting the city down.
Yeah, but-
Yes, so
because they're expecting
The worst.
him to get off and shit going wrong.
how
That's what they're
fucked up
expecting.
is that?
But that should show people that this occurs way too often. That they have to plan for this person to not be convicted of anything major, and then people rioting or displaying their displeasure of the decision. Like, it happens too often.
I think even if he does get convicted, everybody is so tired. Some shit's still gonna go down.
Because with
It's gonna be one way or another.
Right.
The people who don't want him convicted are gonna fucking riot if he does get convicted, and the people that want him convicted, if he doesn't get convicted, are gonna riot.
So there's
And
no
not
win-win.
necessarily
No,
riot.
there's no win-win.
I hope it's not a riot. I hope it's peaceful protest. But the only thing is nowadays there's no such thing as peaceful protest
Nope.
because is it Michigan or Minnesota?
This?
Yes.
It's Minnesota.
So
Same place
in
as
Minnesota,
the Dante.
they passed
right.
that
Yeah,
law
there it is.
2 weeks ago that they're not allowed to use tear gas or rubber bullets or any of that shit. And there's proof of them literally still using it as of last night.
Yeah.
They're still doing it.
Did you guys see that video of that cop purposely aiming his rubber bullet at some guy's genitals?
No, I didn't
I saw
see
that.
the video.
It was during the BLM protest last year. The cop is like, I don't know who's filming it, but you see the cop like come into frame and he's like this and he points down and then he shoots the guy.
That's way worse.
Like,
That's
he, like,
insane.
I'd rather get shot in the shoulder or the chest.
Yeah, like he
With a rubber
literally
bullet?
aimed at his groin and shot a rubber bullet trying to blow out a ball or like keep that dude from like reproducing. Like, that's insanity to me.
That's
And then the-
I have
And the
not
dude
seen
wasn't even
that,
doing
but
it. He was just standing there.
Well,
And
That's
the cop
what most
ran
of them
the
are
camera
doing.
was like, pow.
we got
everybody's
that
either on their
happening.
knees or standing there, and they're still shooting them or
And then-
tear gassing
And we also
them.
have the other 20-year-old kid. What was his name?
Dante Wright.
Dante Wright.
Yeah, that's Minnesota too.
No, Andy
No,
Toledo.
that was in Chicago.
That's Chicago. The
the
13-year-old.
13-year-old kid.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought that.
No.
Oh, you said 20.
Yeah,
Yeah,
20-year-old.
that's
the
Dante
one
Wright.
with the lady, because that lady's
So-
fired. She's gone.
Well,
mistaking her weapons. So stupid.
well,
Right,
did
'cause-
you? Yeah, but did you see her house is boarded up like
Yeah.
they're fucking protecting
Yeah.
her?
Well, they are protecting
Hell
her.
no.
They have the
course.
fences and the barricade because
Yeah. Of
people
course they are.
because they're sending death threats. They're going to go after her.
But my question is,
Okay.
you wouldn't have to do any of that if you took her into custody.
Well, she made bail.
Mm.
That's what happened because they did take her into custody.
They did.
and then she made bail.
She's an
Well,
administrative.
Why would-
first of
why
all,
would you
I
give
don't
her
know how
bail?
much her bail was.
Yeah,
Why would not to
Bet.
say that she doesn't deserve bail
because everyone. Yeah,
because everyone deserves it.
Bet you her bail was small.
But if
Bet
you're-
you it was small.
If you're worried about her safety, you don't give her like
for her safety.
Because it seems like she's worse off in the outside than
Right.
she's on the
Yeah.
inside.
why wouldn't you say there's no bail, and then you could like or not announce whether
Just-
she
yeah.
got bail or not,
Yeah.
and then just let her slide
Let
out
her
the
slide
back
out
door.
through the back,
That
yeah.
way, if she shows up at home, no one you know
No
what I
one,
mean?
yeah. But
like
they
what
gotta-
you're
they-
gonna tell.
Well, she has
every-
a family too, so
Yeah, that
I
too,
think
so
her
they're worried
family
about
was
that too.
But
not that I have sympathy for her. And
I don't
whatever's
think
going
that they would. People would go to her house to look for her. I don't know if they're going to go in there and mess with children and
I
whatever.
don't. I
but
think
you're putting
No, I
them
don't
in
think so.
danger by telling everybody that she's at home now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's or you move them somewhere else.
Yeah,
Like you
protective
don't let
custody,
her.
yeah.
But why does she deserve protective custody?
I'm not
no,
saying she
her-
deserves
her necessary-
protective.
Her family.
Yeah,
the family.
I'm just-
Cool, move her family. Get
Yeah.
rid of this bitch.
I'm just saying that because we already had one life lost because of someone's recklessness, right?
Mhm.
So I don't think that you make two wrongs don't make it right.
Right.
So if she kills somebody because of her recklessness, you don't then harm her or her family
Right.
because of that.
Yeah.
Because that Dante Wright is never coming back, unfortunately.
Mhm.
So it
Right.
doesn't matter what you like. If you kill her family. Like
Then
she
now
doesn't
you-
get. That's my only thing about all this stuff is these people want to bring up records. Like as soon as he was killed, right, the first thing they did was talk about his record or something he had from 2019. Okay, you want to put that out there as a reason why
but
justify what happened.
But don't just put it out there. Put out all. Okay, and this is where fact versus opinion comes in. Why is that still out there? Why is that
relevant?
It's not relevant.
Why is it relevant?
Well, it doesn't matter. But let's say you want to gather all the facts because supposedly showing that he has a record will give her some sort of leeway or whatever
right.
it is.
And in the public opinion, it makes them feel like, oh, well, maybe he not deserved to die, but he died, but he had a weapons whatever.
Okay, so
that's what they try and do.
Let's bring those facts in though. Like, let's say that there was a picture of him with the gun, and he had this weed charge, which by the way is no longer legal in this state, which should have been dismissed anyways. It got sent to the wrong fucking address.
Yeah.
He didn't even know
that
this was happening.
Right.
So you can say that he had a rap sheet all you want,
Oh,
but
then-
don't forget the rest of the facts. He didn't know this.
Yeah,
And,
and
as a black man, if you don't know that shit, and you see all the stuff that's been going on in the last couple of years, at least the stuff that's been brought to the forefront of everybody's attention, you're not going to trust the fucking cops.
Right.
Yeah, because in the body cam, because you have an outstanding warrant. He goes, from where? They didn't.
Yeah.
I hate that when you say you have a warrant.
didn't tell him.
Tell me where
They
this
didn't
warrant
tell
is
him.
from.
Right.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, like
Because it didn't happen to me per se, but the fact that I was actually, my picture was in a gang book in LA, San Fernando LAPD.
Really?
Because of my tattoos. They never took it. They did only that time I went to jail. They actually took a picture of all my tattoos, and I didn't know I was put in the book till the judge told me, "Oh, are you in a gang?" I'm like, "I've never been in a gang." "Oh, you're in the gang unit's books." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
right, because they saw you with some tattoos.
Yeah.
And they don't know what those mean.
Yeah, they don't know what they
just
mean.
put you
So
in the
I
tank.
had to go to LAPD.
That's fucking
the
profiling right
gang
there,
unit.
so y'all know.
Right.
And then yes, I went to the guy. I'm like, "Hey, I heard I'm in it, but I'm not." And yes, there's my picture. I'm like,
why is this here?
"Why is this here?" And it was for this. Bitch, this
You
is
matched a description of somebody who had
It's
similar
a
tattoos.
Filipino flag.
It's not, no,
fool.
it was the dragon tat. The
Oh.
dragon with that dragon head.
I
That
thought
was
it was
just, no. This is pretty straightforward.
yeah.
If you don't fucking, that's a fucking where
Well,
I'm from.
I don't know. It seems
Right.
like the cops are fucking dumb these
Yeah,
days.
and then I was like, there was a dragon. Oh, he thought you were like a street pump yakuza. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I got
You're
this when I was 21.
They
You're like, "Sir,
they thought
no."
she was part of the triads, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I was
Ricky Tan. Ricky Tan.
Ricky Tan, get up.
That's Ricky Tan.
That's it.
That's a midget in the bathrobe. Let's
Yeah.
go bust him right now. You're not finna mess with my massage, Steve. You're not gonna do it. I'll tell you right now.
Oh, yo, you cops are so fun. I'm Lee's new muscle. You know? But yeah, and then I had to tell him to get me off there, and he did. Guy cleaned me. I was like, yeah, this. Apparently, there was a picture of me, and there was a guy right in the picture next to me. Looked just like me.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they did that.
I was
'cause
like,
you
I don't even
Because
know
you
this
look
dude.
like somebody else.
Yeah,
fit the description.
ain't that about a
How
bitch?
many times-
I did not know that.
How many times does a black guy fit the description?
Every
Not
time.
to say that
No.
it's
Right.
any different for any other race.
Yeah, but
I'm just.
like-
well, I
But,
see myself
yeah.
because I see me, but we're big, we're bald, and we're tattooed.
Fuck
That's
that.
very.
But that was
very-
probably
yeah,
as close as it was to
Yeah.
you guys looking alike.
Pretty much.
You don't see us walking around. Oh yeah, she was 5'6" with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Get
When
her.
have you ever fucking heard that?
Get her. Get that.
Not
hooligan
all of
off-
them.
Get that
Not
hooligan
never.
off the
And I
street.
can guarantee you that there's a lot more 5'6" blonde hair, blue eyed hoodlums out there than there are all these other fucking races.
Damn
Because-
hussies.
Hussies and hooligans.
Hooligans and
Because
hussies.
they haven't fucking gotten caught. Okay, so this whole opinion versus fact thing came about because.
Well, hold on. But what I was saying
Oh, sorry.
to finish off that point, what I was saying. So they brought up his record, so people would have sympathy for the cop and to, cast doubt on people who may have thought about his innocence or whatever the case is.
Right.
My only thing to combat that is if you are a proponent of the justice system and that it works and it does what it's supposed to do, why don't you give these people their day in court? That's all I'm asking.
Because it doesn't work.
I know that. Well,
They don't
it
hold-
doesn't
they-
work. But if you get that person in front of other people, you could probably get that person to go to jail based off of what you've said
You
and
gotta
what you've
hold-
done in their record.
I
Oh,
hate-
you mean
So if
you
you-
mean
those-
in Dante Wright's-
Dante Wright, if he's got all this stuff happening, right, and he's got outstanding warrant and weapons charge and yada yada,
Oh, so instead of shooting
instead
him,
of
give him
shooting his
day in
ass,
court.
why don't you put now
I
he
see what
goes
you
to
mean.
jail? You get money from from him or his family to get him out of jail.
Mm-hmm.
He still got to go to court, which costs money. So if he loses that case, he's got to pay legal fees and court fees and all that. And he goes to jail, or he's on probation or anything like that. So if you believe the justice system works and you're a proponent of the law, why don't you give these people their day in court and send them through the system where they would make more money? I'm not advocating this because the whole justice system is fucked. But I'm just playing devil's advocate because people don't.
Instead of killing these
right.
people.
Because if you are really supposed to, if you're doing the job that you're supposed to do, then you take these people, you take them in custody and you put them through the system.
Yeah.
That way, if something goes wrong, they're in the system forever, in a way. You know what I mean? Like,
but that's the other problem. That is
that,
a bigger.
I know,
that is the bigger issue.
That's a whole different animal. I'm just saying, if you are these people who were so, pro cops and pro justice system and all that,
jazz,
then why wouldn't you put him in the system and let the system do his job if he's such a criminal like he is based off of what they've told you about his record?
And all this shit, and eventually all this shit is just fucking minor offenses.
Like, because they brought all that stuff out about George Floyd, during the trial to try and give the defense,
which shouldn't have been admissible, but
right, that doesn't matter, right? But if he has all these priors and he's got a rap sheet or whatever,
why did you shoot it? Why did you do that?
Kneel on his neck? Take him to jail. Yeah. Process him. Let him see a judge. Let them set bail. Let him. You know what I mean? Like, there's all these things.
Let him pay that or not pay that.
Right.
You're getting paid either way. Justice system.
There's all these things because he's.
Don't even get me started.
No, I know.
Because, like I said, I'm not an advocate for stuff, but if I'm in that mindset of these people who think this way, and you put him through the system, and you make money off this person until he dies, because either he's got to pay legal fees, he's got to pay court fees, he's got to pay a fine, he's going to jail. Where now you're getting free labor out of him, and he's now forever in this loop. He does if he's a repeat offender, he's gonna come back.
Inmates today?
It's free.
Their money.
It's cheap labor.
They're making money.
It's private. It's private prisons and all
jails
that. So why do you kill all these people? Why do you kill them?
Why did you even? And then the fact that you went for your weapon, he wasn't. Why do you perceive them as a threat? He was not a threat.
And where is the we talked about this?
Because I want to get to the Chicago incident.
Where's the partner? The partner is never involved in these situations. The partner's always off to the side, like not involved.
The partner had him already with his hands behind his back. The girl who did it grabbed his shoulder. It was another cop on the other side of the passenger seat.
Yes.
Because when the car got it, she said, "Oh my God, I shot him," and both the partners were just standing there.
Yeah, they just stood there.
Nobody helped him. Nobody decided, hey, let's stop the bleeding. Let's see if we can even help.
If she's got him and he's trying to get away or whatever the case is, why aren't there partners around to help with that situation? Why is it that she is doing this all on her own? Yeah. And
the partner did, because the other partner did grab him, try to not let him get in the car and drive away. But she was like, she pulled out like taser, and that right there, like, I can tell that's a fucking gun. When it's on the body cam, that's a gun. How do you? Your shit's yellow. Her shit was yellow.
Right. The taser's like it was like a taser is way lighter
compared to a gun. A gun has mass weight compared to a taser, and that should have been thrown out of court. I mistaked my taser. No, that should have.
But do you see that? I'm sorry, I'll mention you back. I just want to say this because I know you were saying something. Yeah. And we talked about this earlier too. That long list of stuff that you have to remember to do, or the excuses of the things that they did that have led to all these deaths. I mistook my gun for my taser. I served the wrong warrant and shot in this house, killed this person that was sleeping. This person told me they had a weapon, showed me the weapon, reached for the legal documentation to say I could carry it, and was still shot. Like, there's all these mistakes that these cops continue to make that even if you comply, if you just comply, then you live. Compliance shouldn't be
survival or life or death.
I shouldn't. If I don't comply with cops, that shouldn't be the end of my life.
That's just like with the soldier, the lieutenant that got pepper spray. He was doing nothing.
Yeah. And he is a lieutenant in full army fatigue.
Yeah, and
I don't know.
You know this man is.
The cop got upset because he told him, I'm not gonna stop in the dark. I'm gonna stop in a well lit area.
Yeah.
To see all this because he drove
But
for another
he's-
2 minutes to stop at the
So
gas
he
Right.
stopped.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the cops were pissed off
Did
about
he
it.
stop?
He stopped. Yeah,
Exactly.
The cop
And-
was mad. He goes, "Oh, we didn't. He had a paper tag. No, his tag could
His
be
tag
seen
could be
clearly
seen 'cause they said-
on your body cam, motherfucker."
They said they couldn't see his
Yeah.
rear license plate, and that's
You
why they
can.
pulled him over. But when they show the body cam footage, you can see that
clearly
it's
see
right
it.
there.
And the reason why I said I stopped in a well lit area because I did not want to get shot somewhere dark.
Exactly.
So you cannot see it. So he stopped at the
Exactly.
gas station, hands out completely, saying, "What did I do?"
Right.
Getting pepper sprayed for no
and
fucking
they're,
reason.
And they're giving him conflicting orders.
yeah.
Yep.
Get out of the car. Stay in the car. Put your hands out. Put your hands on. And he's like, I just have my hands out. I don't want to get out because
Yeah.
he said like
I've not done
I haven't done anything, and I
anything.
fear that if I get
Yeah,
out,
if I
I'm
get-
gonna get shot.
And then no, he goes, "I fear getting out this car." And the cop says, "You should be. Fuck you.
yeah, like
That's
Fuck
insane.
like
you,
what-
you piece of
like,
shit.
what is that?
Fuck you." That made me mad.
But then where are if they say that there aren't bad cops? It's just we talk about too. It's like
Yeah.
the Trevor Noah thing, like the rotten.
It's a rotten tree. Yeah.
Bad apples spoil the bunch.
Yeah.
Is the saying, right?
Yeah.
So if there are bad apples, there's good apples. So where are the good apples who speak out against the bad cops so that it doesn't ruin
They
it?
get fired.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Like that.
we-
I don't know
or
that
that-
lady's name, but
Yeah.
just recently,
Yeah.
she is finally getting 15 years of back pay
And-
and,
and
her
her full-
pension,
full
and her
pension.
full ass pension
After
and
15
benefits after 15 years because she was wrongfully fired for stopping her partner from doing
using
an
an
illegal
illegal
chokehold.
Yeah. And her partner was cited many times for excessive force. And she gets in trouble and fired.
That's insane.
Where that
Because
is where do you see the right in that?
I was talking about like somebody getting in trouble for using excessive force, and they're like, you know what? Maybe we should give this person another chance. Okay, do that, but let's partner them with somebody that we know and trust doesn't
exemplary
have a
record.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so let's do that. But then they do that, and they fire this person that has an exemplary record. Like, no. Like, it just doesn't, it's not. Like, there's nothing you could do. You
And
have
then-
to dig up the whole tree and fucking put it in the tree grinder and grow a whole fucking new one. Like,
Turn it all to sawdust.
pound it into paper,
and
make a new
plant
system.
some new trees. Some really, and then just with the whole, and then the recent one in Chicago, that pissed me off. I made a 12-minute video on my phone about it, and it was like very calm video, and I wasn't too sure about posting it. I wanted to share. I deleted it. I wanted to share with you guys, see what you thought about it. But I was just like, 13-year-old kid shot,
Yeah.
and this fucking asshole cop, "Hey, are you all right?" Says that to him after he shoots him, and he tells his partner and tells dispatch, "When you get here, turn off all your body cams." He told everybody to turn off your body cams. He said that, and in the dispatcher,
I didn't hear that part.
The dispatcher, all that is out. It's out there. He goes, "Oh, when you guys get to such and such street, turn off your body cams." That pissed me the fuck off.
Now, if any of those officers went there and turned their body cams off, they should all be fired.
Yes.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
you know you can't turn your body
The
cam
fact
off.
that this kid turned around, hands up, there was a strobe light going on in the background.
Uh-huh.
He could have told him, "Yo, move away," because there was a fence there. Move away from the fence, because they did show the cops tackled one guy because it was him and the kid.
Okay.
His partner tackled him. Goes, "I'm going after the kid." The kid did chuck it because there's a camera facing that way.
Doesn't matter, you saw him throw it.
He
Gun or
chucked-
not,
it was a
he
gun.
threw it.
chucked the gun. They showed it.
So
And
he
then-
but he threw the gun
He-
because
Yeah, he threw the
I
gun.
heard a
He threw the
report that the cop said and he put his hands up and dropped the gun.
No,
That's what I
he
heard.
chucked
So
his
I-
gun
because-
over the fence.
because there
Okay,
was-
see,
yeah,
I
there
didn't-
was-
Because
there was-
afterwards,
there was
the
a
cop
fan-
looks over
Yeah.
And saw
and
the
you
gun?
see the gun.
Because
Okay,
because
see, I didn't
there
hear
was
that
a
part.
fence and then there was an opening, so that camera caught the kid running past that opening, throwing it,
Uh-huh.
and that's when the cop goes turn around. But there's a freeze frame of the kid putting his hands up
Right.
clearly,
Yeah.
and you could read he's wearing Nike Just Do It.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
wearing clearly nothing
Well,
on him.
well, the officer did it, didn't
And
he?
the minute he did it, bang! Like seriously, what gives you the right to shoot this dude? His hands is up. He ain't doing nothing.
The thing is, it's like you're behind a whole ass car. So, usually, your chances of being shot versus you actually shooting the person that's not trained when you are,
Right.
like, think of the difference. So why are you discharging your gun before even saying anything?
Yeah,
You told him to put his hands up, and you he slowly
and he turns around and you just shot him.
I
You
just
shot
like,
him, and then you go, "Hey, are you okay?" He goes to the kid and shakes him.
You
I was
just
like,
shot him.
Are you serious?
But my other question is, why are you approaching this child with your weapon drawn? Why is your finger on? Like, why do you feel like this 13-year-old child? They want to call him a teenager, and yeah,
Why
he's
didn't you
he's
have
13.
your taser out?
But why? Yeah, why do you have a
Your
weapon
primary, not your-
of lethal force?
You're non-lethal.
As the go-to. Why don't you have a taser? Why don't you have pepper spray? Why isn't there something?
Yeah,
that
why is your-
this child is not going to overpower you?
And
If
Right.
you used any of those other options,
Right.
even if you use your fucking baton,
yeah,
like,
if
you
use
are
your baton
trained.
stick,
That's what I'm
you're
like.
trained in how to disarm somebody.
Like,
if you had anything.
Like you're talking about people who are supposed to be trained to de-escalate situations, trained in like your hand to hand, so that these things aren't met with deadly force. Like that's supposed to be the last option. Like there's nothing else I could do. I tried to talk this person down. I've tased them. I pepper sprayed them. They're still coming at me. I've seen there's video of cops running from people with guns that are
White.
white, running from them.
Well, there was that guy in the truck backing into the fucking police car
Yeah.
and running into the other police car, and the cop jumps on his truck
Right.
to get him to stop. And it's like,
Why didn't you shoot
where
that
the
guy?
fuck? Exactly. I'm not saying anybody should use.
Oh, no,
lose
of
their
course.
life.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
anybody, but if
But
you're gonna
that's
use
But
the
it,
if your
example
life
of the
is
difference.
threatened, that's when
That's
you would
the
use
difference.
deadly
now
force.
if I'm somewhere in this car and I stop somebody for routine traffic stop, and they do these things that person did that we just named, my life's in danger. Pow! I have to shoot this person.
Yeah.
And you don't have to shoot this person to kill them. You shoot them to incapacitate them.
Yeah, you don't need to kill him.
If you shoot that dude in the shoulder, you shoot that dude in the leg.
he ain't gonna do nothing.
I mean, he could bleed out if you shoot him in the inside. But I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Realistically, like the
I know,
chances,
like, but there's-
and then you could cuff him, and
right.
then you could,
and then you
stop
call him
bleeding.
and
Yeah.
you call a medic, and
Exactly.
that person has a greater chance to survive and get their day in court. I don't understand why the end goal isn't to give this person their day in court, because the system is flawed, the system is fucked up. So once you get somebody in the system, they're more likely to come back because you've made it harder for them to do anything else but
Yeah.
end up back in the system.
These cops are aiming for
So-
center mass. These fucking
Like,
ass.
I don't understand why. Yeah, what did a 13-year-old child? What could he have possibly done to a grown ass person who's been trained?
And who
That's
has
what I don't get.
multiple weapons other than a gun to stop a kid.
Now, if that 13-year-old turned around and was like pow pow pow, oh shit, he's played Call of Duty a bunch of times. He's first person shooter. He's really good.
Oh my god.
Then-
I have to
Which
kill
is
him.
not
Then-
likely. Let's
Right?
just
Like-
put it that way.
But that
Yeah.
that's the only way. Like this kid was curving bullets.
Yeah.
He watching Wanted a bunch of times. He was like
Yeah,
pow,
he was-
and it came around the corner. I got to get his ass.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
he
mean,
was
yeah.
running, turning around, shooting at me, then deadly
Yeah.
force. But this kid, I feel condolences to
mom, man.
to the parents, to the mom and dad.
Condolences to the Toledo family.
Yeah, and
Condolences to the Wright family.
Yeah.
yeah. He left a 2-year-old son. Jesus Christ.
His girlfriend was in the car.
Yeah. And what I see is this: once they got him out of the car, why didn't you like move him away from the car or shut the door so you could prevent? You know, what I mean?
Right. He couldn't
like
get back.
procedure for a cop. Wouldn't that be
I just
to
don't-
get him away from the car?
I
or-
don't understand.
Like what?
Obviously, I'm not a cop. We're not cops.
Yeah, we're not,
So
but,
I
like-
don't know procedure.
And these are our opinions. Like I said,
Yeah,
these are
like,
not
we're
fact.
not
These
saying
are our
these things
opinions.
as fact because we. Like,
But we're
I
seeing
just,
it in a different perspective.
Yeah, I just preface it by saying like I'm not a cop. I haven't been trained, so I don't
Yeah.
know. But
The rules and regulations.
yeah,
Or
but
procedure,
it
yeah.
seems like that's something you would do.
move him
Move
away.
this person away from the car
or close the door.
and close the door. If you just close the door and put him up against, now he's got to find a way to get his hands free to open the door.
Well, the
Get-
door was
like,
already open, and then he, yeah.
I
But
just feel
I
like
think
Yeah.
if you could have shown him or told him, like, hey, we found a warrant. Here's what it is. Da 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 da. Like, we have to take you in because you have a fucking warrant.
Right.
Like,
you can clear it up if that's the case, but this is what it's showing us.
we'll let you know. Like, you have to. work with people. Like, you know what?
Yeah,
we
you-
won't tow your car. We'll let your
Let your
girlfriend
girlfriend-
take your
Yeah,
car.
yeah.
Like,
She
you
can
know, like,
she can follow us
she-
to the station.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
and we'll
yeah,
figure
'cause
out.
there
you're-
was so many ways that could have been
You,
handled.
yeah, because your job is to
De-escalate.
not heighten the fucking situation.
Yeah. And
This could have ended so peacefully in so many ways, and then you'd go right to fucking deadly force.
right. And so she seemed like she genuinely was like, "Oh shit!" Like I shot him.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to do it.
It's
So
like, oh shit,
yeah, like damn, it wasn't like some of these other ones we've seen where they're like,
Yeah.
trigger happy,
Yeah.
and like okay, whatever, fuck it. So I feel like there was some kind of like, oh shit, like I shot him.
she did. She was, yeah. You hear her say, "Oh shit,
Right.
I shot him." but
Yeah.
her excuse is crap.
But it's just like, and people say, well, yeah, everybody's human, they make mistakes. But there's some jobs that you can't make mistakes in. Like that's an old like
I
Chris.
showed that video. Goes, if you don't know what you're doing, this shouldn't be your job.
Yeah.
That was the-
Right.
How are you on the force,
force
for
for
26
26
years and you're just making this mistake?
And you were a field trainer. Like you were training people in the field the Sunday before that happened.
But you were also at that scene with the mentally ill man with a knife where they just shot him. They didn't even
Yeah,
talk him
they
down.
didn't talk him down.
And she told them, turn off your body cams, get in your cars, and go home.
Like
They say when they was a 13-year-old, turn off your. Oh my god,
I
that,
can't.
Like,
that
like,
made me
what are you-
so angry.
Like,
to
what
say-
are you doing? Like, okay, an adult, all of it is fucked up. So let me say that.
Yeah.
But an adult, like you just feel different when it's a child. Like that was a child. Like Tamir Rice is a child.
Yeah.
Like Adam Toledo is a child.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know how they twist it and they spin it so that you have less sympathy for the victim, and they try and side you with the cop, and you call him a teenager, and that's cool. That kid's 13.
13,
Like
he's a
he just,
preteen.
like come on.
I don't
man.
care if that kid was 17. He's
Right?
still
He's
a
still a
child.
child.
Yeah.
That Dante Wright was 20. He's still a child,
Still,
man.
yeah.
Like how do you try and spin it to give sympathy to an adult over a
Yeah.
child?
Did you see that
Like,
reporter
come on,
trying
man.
to tell the
Ooh,
shit.
shit.
The guy who leads the
almost spilled your
force,
mic.
like he goes, for how do you feel? Keep it 100. Tell us how it really is. And he was so avoiding that question so hard because like he doesn't want to fuck up like that other one. Oh, he was having a bad day. I felt like he wanted
Oh
to
my
say
God.
that.
Of course he did.
He so wanted to say that so bad.
They watch that stuff.
Yeah.
We can't say that. That dude got killed in the public opinion for saying he had a bad
But
day.
you dodging it makes
I can't say that.
But
I
you
gotta-
but you dodging it in that way makes you even worse.
and that was wasn't that the chief
Yeah.
of police?
Yeah.
She made a bad decision. She had a bad
Bad
day.
day.
It's the same fucking thing.
You know what the bad day is? That person who's not alive now. That's a bad day.
That's
that person
that's
can
a real
never-
bad
That's
day.
that's long bad days for the fucking family.
You know what I'm saying? When you have a bad day, you go home, you read a book, you take
Yeah.
a bath,
You
you,
see
get a
the
massage, you
families
play
out
video
there-
games, you listen to music.
Watch
when you have a
TV
bad
in
day.
the
like-
winter crying while you're at home fucking chilling. You don't face the public.
Right. Like
These
yeah.
cops need to be held accountable. Simple as that.
But that wasn't even. That's a cop covering for somebody. They had a bad day. That person went in there and committed hate crimes. And instead of saying it's a hate crime, and that's not something we should tolerate anywhere, let alone here. I'm not gonna let this happen in my city.
to do some Donald Trump shit and say
and
he had a
say
bad day.
He had a bad day.
That's fucking.
I always see it's a. Don't you find it a little weird too? It's like it took what a day and a half for a woman officer to get fired right away. When it comes to men, they take them months down the road,
Oh yeah.
right?
This
I thought
is what I don't understand about people who feel this way. I guess it's easier to say Trump supporter because we know what that means, like how they feel and how they think. If you are a woman and you support these people, how is that possible? Do you not understand that they don't care about you either?
yeah, we don't.
The basis of this country is that all men are created equal. Women couldn't vote until 1920. Like, do you not understand that they don't care about you either? Yes, you have the same complexion as they do, but they don't care about you
Yeah.
Like, so how could you be on the side of people who don't care about you? They've shown, like, they show it throughout history who they're for, who they're against, who they, like, yeah, you are the same complexion. So if it came between you and someone of color, they're going to pick you.
Yeah.
But
if it was against the white girl and the,
and
white, man, it's going to be the white man.
the white man. Look how long. Look at the Shoven case, where a year later it's now just happening. We don't know what's going to happen with him. They, like you said, they took that lady off the force. They, like, you know what I mean?
Quick.
Like, she quick
Fired.
out of here,
Administrative leave right there.
out of here. Like,
And then
like
he's
you gotta get on the bandwagon. Ladies, come aboard.
That's what I'm saying.
And
Like,
This
bro,
train is never late.
that-
We're
that's
waiting
it.
for you to
That-
come aboard.
Yeah.
It also pisses me off about
we've been waiting.
I hate the pro-lifers too. Goes, oh, I'm pro-life, but I don't care if y'all die. How are you that?
that shit doesn't make
Well,
That
any
pisses
fucking
me
sense.
off.
No, they're only pro-life when it comes to what a woman, and that's
No,
the other
not
thing.
just- not just women. I'm talking about-
Women. They're telling you what to do with your body. You can't do
The
what you
fuck
want to
they
do
are.
with your body. Think about that.
That's insane.
Like, so to all of our women who aren't on board that train, I'm telling you, it's
On
never
time.
late. It's
On
always on
time.
time.
All
We're
the time.
waiting for you to come aboard.
Come aboard. We have plenty of
Why don't
space.
you come home with us?
There is room for everybody.
Yeah.
just come on home with us one time, if you will.
Right?
I promise you, it is better on this
I'm
side.
telling you, once you women out there who feel that way realize that the men don't give a fuck about you, I'm telling you, you're gonna be so much better off on this train that's coming down the tracks.
Yep.
And we here waiting on. We at the station right now. We last call on the tickets, but we gonna stay, keep the doors open. Come on through.
Because yeah, like damn, I was like, whoa! I just realized that she's off the force and fired within a day.
Within a day.
But these dudes are waiting their time in
They're out shopping at Walmart and
courts
shit.
right?
Yeah, they're over there living their life like nothing fucking ever happened.
That lady would never be caught at Walmart. Hey man, didn't you? Never. They put her.
They did that with one
They
cop.
put her ass so fast.
Someone at Walmart, someone did a video.
That's
Yeah,
why I
with,
said that.
yeah, with Chauvin. Like,
Yeah.
we know, we've seen
And he
his
was
face.
pissed that they
And he was
recognized
at
him.
Walmart. Bitch, I wish they
and,
would.
and the
I
fact
know, right?
they barricaded her home. They didn't do this for none of the guys.
Yeah.
They
You know
were with
why?
the quickness.
Because they moved them. Chauvin was in Florida when they let him out of jail.
Yeah.
Him and his whole family, boom, somewhere paid for in
Yep.
Florida. Her, she got to go back home in the city
Where everybody knows
where everybody knows where
lives.
she lived
Yep.
and deal with the consequences. Oh, we're just going to board up your house and
We're
put security
gonna
there.
put yeah.
Get me the fuck out of here like you did homeboy that's on trial right now.
Yeah.
You're a girl. Like,
Let's keep it real. It's the inequality is unfair. The way you treated her should be that to every cop, guy or girl, no matter
Yeah.
what. Simple as that. That's why I feel like why is reform so hard in each state? Why is reform so hard for cops? Why is it so hard?
because it's not meant to be reformed. The
Yeah.
system is working for just fine.
And every time
that's what
they
everybody
reform
forgets.
it, it's like when you're in a relationship
Mm-hmm.
and you tell somebody you don't like something and they stop doing that for like a couple months and then
And
they start
then-
doing it again.
Uh-huh.
It's the same
It's
fucking thing for
same.
reform. They will put a law that applies out there to the reform that you want, but it's only partial.
Right.
And it doesn't
It's
really
open to
apply.
interpretation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's
and
gray
they'll
areas.
do it federally
There's gray
so that
areas.
the states can make their
Their
own
own-
decisions on it. So
exactly.
then it doesn't completely apply.
Exactly.
there it is.
And this is
There it
exactly
is.
what the fuck happened with Jim Crow. So we're still dealing with that shit right fucking now. So y'all know.
This is that point where the like the federal government or the state government like does that mean
Yeah.
I don't have to enforce it if it's federal because state by state legislature is totally different.
Totally,
Exactly. Which is fucked up. But that's how that shit works.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't talk about it very much, but I do still kind of want to touch on this fact versus opinion thing,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you're talking about stuff like this. So I've been noticing a lot lately that everybody thinks that they should be like, we play devil's advocate, and I get that.
Yeah.
Except we play devil's advocate to make people think about it.
Right.
And when other people have other opinions, I sit with them for a minute. I read it because it's obviously on social media a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think about it. And I think about it and I think about it and I think about it. And then I remember most of the shit I'm seeing is not based on fact.
Right.
So, one of the opinions that we saw was that somebody was not sure that Kim Potter should get second-degree murder. And I was like, you're right, she shouldn't. She should have got fucking...
Manslaughter.
Exactly.
That's what that's their best way to convict her for anything would be manslaughter.
Too.
They're not going to get. Then no one's going to convict her of first degree. I don't see that happening.
I don't see that.
Manslaughter is the only way they could possibly get something.
Well, that's what they're doing anyways.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
The charges, taser gun, like she was in the force 26 years, but I can't find her rap sheet, FYI.
Of course not.
That shit's hidden or redacted.
Which I would like to see, because what if she doesn't have any prior excessive force
Right,
things?
like if
and
she's that good of a cop, let us see everything.
Exactly.
Yeah,
maybe she did make a mistake. I still won't have
if
any
she's an exempt
sympathy
cop,
for her,
show her how
but-
exempt she is.
Yeah.
And this was I
This
don't want
was-
to call it a mistake. I really don't, because it's not.
Right. But
Right.
If you've been on the
for
force
lack
26
of better
years,
words,
Right.
yeah.
you should know the difference
Right.
between your shit.
And
right.
and like we said, like we understand. Like
But if those
people
were
make
the
mistakes.
facts,
Yeah.
But
we would take those facts into account.
right.
So I've had a few people say, well, if Dante Wright didn't act like this, or if he didn't do this action, or if things weren't this way, if he didn't resist arrest and try to get away, things would have been fine. Okay, but how do you know that? You don't know that,
you don't know
because
that.
that didn't actually happen.
Right.
That didn't happen.
So instead of building your argument around what ifs or could haves, or it should have been this, or he should have done this and he wouldn't have died,
Right.
you actually don't know
You
that.
don't know that at all.
Because
He could have complied with everything, and she still could have been like, "Here, I'm reaching for my cuffs. Bam! Oh shit, I shot him."
Yeah,
Like you don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's true. And that's why you should always build your argument based on facts. And let's be real, we shouldn't be arguing about this. We should be having open dialogue about this.
Right.
Because if you were talking to me based on facts of shit that actually happened, I would be way more likely to consider your argument.
Right.
Like if you said he shouldn't have sped away because he hit that person and endangered that person's life and blah, 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 I'd be like, you know what?
That didn't happen.
You're right,
Right.
but
Didn't happen.
Yeah.
nobody still deserves, like, I still would argue nobody deserves
Yeah.
to
No.
lose their life over that.
Right.
You know? But when you're arguing with me about things that didn't actually happen because you feel a way about what somebody did or how somebody reacted, well, we feel a way about how the cop reacted.
Right.
And instead, you're on the other side feeling some type of way about somebody that lost their fucking life.
Right.
Don't argue coulda, woulda, shouldas with me. That's
No,
bullshit.
don't ever
Don't do that.
You cannot have a valid, structured, strong opinion without it being based on fact.
If you go to, he should have done it, I'm going to shut you down. I'm done. I ain't gonna
That's
do with
it.
you.
Shut
Yeah.
it down.
Well,
You
Turn
saw
it
the
off,
video,
go to
yeah.
bed.
You can have an opinion
You got an
based
opinion.
on that, but just understand
You
that
cannot
it's
like it.
an opinion.
Yeah, it's an
and
opinion,
it's
not
not
a
a-
fact.
And it's not a fact.
Exactly.
And then we go back and forth, and it's stupid because like this,
Right.
because I'm
At the-
arguing based on what actually
At
happened
the end
and
of the
you're
day-
thinking about shit that didn't,
Didn't
actually
actually
happen.
happen.
a young man lost his life. And today, a young man lost his
Right.
life over something that could have been
A father,
piece
a
of
son,
Yeah.
could have ended peacefully.
Right.
You know what I mean?
because clearly he wasn't armed. So like,
Because-
really, what
because-
what was he
Right.
gonna do?
Mike coulda, woulda, shoulda was like, maybe they could have moved him away from the car.
The car,
They
right?
closed the door. That's mine, but that didn't happen.
Right. So
You know
now,
what I mean?
now you're placing all the if, ands, or buts or what ifs on the person who is
No
being
longer
detained.
here to
Yeah.
defend themselves.
Right? You're doing all this stuff. That's my problem with all this stuff is it's always about what the person who's dead could have done to prevent themselves from being killed, instead of the person who did what they did to kill that person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
why does the person have to do all these different things and scenarios, and Mercury's in retrograde and the sun got to bounce off here and do this, and you got to turn this knob and twist this key for him to be alive, instead of the cop who's trained to de-escalate situations to do what they're supposed to do to
Not
this
go
person
straight
still
for
be
your
alive.
fucking weapon.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Not even go straight for your
If this-
taser.
I don't
this
even
dude-
think they're actually taught or trained enough to de-escalate the situation, because they're shooting mentally ill people wielding a knife, which, let's be real, you should have tased the guy.
That happened
Right.
with that kid, that Filipino kid on that bridge. You know that one?
Yes.
Mhm.
Where he was mentally ill. He was saying it
Yeah.
with his hands up, and cop shot
And
him.
the cop shot him.
And he got that on video.
But-
I was like,
And this is the problem.
Denver,
Where is your? Why aren't you calling in somebody that's trained to do this?
Right.
Why aren't you calling in EMTs or a fucking? Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Colorado passed the bill to. Don't they have something in place now where you can call? It's not 411.
Yes.
It's 811.
Well,
it's
there's
88.
that, but
it's
there's-
something like a number that you can call when it comes to that, so that they don't dispatch cops. They dispatch people who
There-
work with mentally.
Yeah.
I might be Colorado, but there is another state that actually did pass something where they will dispatch EMTs or
Mhm.
medics instead of cops when they know it's it's a mentally ill situation.
Right.
So the cops won't even show up anymore. I don't know what state that is, and I just heard about it last week,
Mhm.
and it just happened. So I'm not 100%
They're
sure
trying to do
on
that
where it
here,
is.
too, 'cause there was
And
a-
they fucking should.
There's a lady whose son was mentally ill, and someone called the cops on him, and they killed him.
You know what's funny is I think a lot of the EMTs that I work with are
Mm-hmm.
like assholes, but then I see them. But then you like see them with like patients and stuff,
And they're
a lot of them. 95% of them are meant for their job. The other 5% are just quiet.
I think they're assholes because they sometimes
Wear the uniform. And,
yeah. And I think that's what happens when you wear a uniform and people are supposed to listen to you and and give way to what you say and how you think and how you move.
Right.
Because the uniform tells us, hey, this is an officer, listen to them. This is a firefighter, listen to them. This is an EMT, listen to them. So I think sometimes, what did Battlestar say in Falcon Winter Soldier? When they took the serum, it just makes you more of who you are.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what power does.
Mhm.
That's what money does. That's
Right.
what fame does. It makes you more, it never changes you. People say, oh, you changed. I'm like, no.
No,
It just makes you more of who you are.
yeah.
And so if you're a really good person and you just happen to don the uniform, now that becomes the forefront because I have to do this to save a life, or I have to do this to keep order. But if you're a person that's, I want the power, and so I can tell people what to do, now you get it and you're fucking going crazy.
Yeah.
Right. There is one thing I kind of want to end with. It kind of applies in some sort. There's a thing in psychology. I call it the moral dilemma. And there's a story. There's a lady who lives kind of out in the outskirts, and her husband is a doctor. He's not home a lot. So what she does is she leaves her house, she crosses the bridge, she goes into the city, she's out, and she meets somebody, and she cheats on her husband. She goes home, everything's fine. A couple days later, she comes back, she goes back to the city again, meets with this guy, cheats on her husband again. Kind of a repetitive process over about a month. Then one night she's coming back to her house from the city, and she gets murdered. And for whatever reason, the moral dilemma is who's responsible for, who's to blame. And they give you her husband, the murderer, a list of, this whole
Right.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, in a psychology class, everybody has a different opinion of who's
Right.
at fault.
Mhm.
Because technically it is a moral dilemma, because morally, she was cheating on her husband.
Right. But she doesn't deserve to get
So you're
killed.
getting
Okay,
killed,
but-
yeah.
But who's to blame?
Right. Who killed her? Obviously,
This was
the first thing is whoever killed her is to blame, but then you have to figure out who
yeah.
did it. Was it the person she saw? Was it somebody
Was it the
Well, I'm just
recognizing her
saying,
pattern?
it's
Was
not-
it the husband?
No,
It was
it's just in general. So, let's say the murderer's name is David. So, is David responsible? Is her husband responsible? Is she responsible? And this is a prime situation. It's the person who killed the person
Yeah.
that is responsible
Right.
for the thing.
Yeah, no matter what she was doing, that's between her husband, and the God
Yeah, and the dude.
for her cheating on
Well,
her husband.
So,
Unless
the-
the husband is out doing other stuff too. But whatever, it's
Yeah.
the person
but
who killed
does
her.
that even matter?
No, because
Yeah,
the
it
person
doesn't matter. It
who
doesn't matter,
killed
right?
the person who
Exactly.
killed her, because then people was like, well, why isn't the husband home at this time? So that's all these other factors. But no, it comes down to who killed her. That person.
That's the blame.
It doesn't matter what led to
But
her being killed. It's the person who killed her.
Yeah.
Exactly. So for us, we're older, our brains are more developed. We're going to say the person that did the crime is responsible.
Right.
When you're sitting in a psychology class and there's a bunch of young kids in there and they hear, mind you, I gave you the abbreviated version.
Right.
I still
I'm
don't
sure
think it would
there's-
change your opinion, but there's this whole story that they read to
Mm-hmm.
you. And it gets people in their feelings.
Probably want to
Right.
punch every kid in there.
It gets people in their feelings.
Yeah.
Right.
And when he goes to tally these votes, or she, whoever the professor is, you would be fucking surprised at how many
I probably
people
would.
say she's responsible, because if she wouldn't have gone out late at night to go cheat on her husband, she wouldn't have gotten murdered. That's the equivalent of
But
saying,
that's-
if I didn't dress like a slut, I wouldn't have gotten raped.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How fucking stupid
Yeah,
does
you-
that sound?
I don't
You
understand.
can't blame the victim for being. You
Yeah.
can't blame the victim. Like that's-
Anytime. I don't care
that's
if they're
crazy.
murdered. I don't care if they're raped. I don't care
You don't
what
blame-
it is. You
Nah.
cannot blame the victim.
Even if she was walking around, yo, murder me. I'm at home by
Really?
myself. Come get me. It's still to do that.
You
Just
still did the crime.
Right. It's still the person that was like, oh, she said murder, so I did it. It's your fault, sir.
Yeah,
but
you
she
did it.
said it. Don't matter.
No matter.
She could have said.
You
She said
pulled
she could have
trigger.
said the sky was
It-
purple.
Yeah.
But do you see how it?
You
like,
killed her.
These are all the
Yeah.
ways. Like I know.
That's
it
why I'd want to
doesn't
punch every
compare
kid in
to-
there because you're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Well, I know it doesn't compare to all this racial profiling
Right.
and
Oh,
the
yeah.
black people getting killed. And I will never rationalize it, but I'm just giving an example to
Right.
people
To-
how
Mhm.
your perception is skewed because you're thinking about the wrong thing and you're victim blaming and you're doing all these things that actually are not facts and they don't fucking make sense.
And a lot of
So
people-
don't come at me with all the bullshit
Yeah.
that doesn't even apply to the situation.
And then think of it rationally and logically. Don't put it, and people put emotion into it too.
Yeah.
Emotions what fucks you up. It clouds your judgment in many ways.
Absolutely.
So think of it logically, like literally, like the most straightforward way.
Yeah.
Point A to point B, not that all this because all irrelevant.
And then I
at the
felt
end.
this way.
Yeah.
So
It don't matter how you felt.
Exactly.
You know, it doesn't matter.
Well, that's why when we talk about this kind of stuff, like I try and keep it,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, even kill, so that way I'm not speaking out of emotion. Because if I had to be emotionally attached to all the stuff that's happened, I would have lost my mind years
Yeah.
ago. You know what I mean?
That's why I did mine
I
as
don't
emotionless as possible.
Right.
But I did say fuck you to the cop because you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's emotion. But yeah, that's why I deleted it. I wasn't sure if I could
So
upload
I'm
this
not
one, so.
emotionally, like what I say. Like I do get hyped, but I get hyped because I know what I'm saying makes sense, and I'm
Right.
so passionate about it, and I'm so like,
You stand up for
just
your,
like
your
I
beliefs.
just
You
want
stand-
people to think
To-
about it like
right.
rationally.
Yeah.
My emotional side, even though it seems like it's here and now, it's just that's the way I talk.
But-
My emotional side, a lot of people, when shit like this goes down, don't see it.
Right.
And that's a whole separate thing. But when I'm in here and I'm talking to you like this and I'm like this,
Yeah.
it's because like, I know that's what gets people to listen. Like
Uh-huh.
when you're monotone and you're reading, like, it's like me trying to listen to an Audible book. I tried to do it last week and I'm like, I can't fucking do
Yeah.
it. I have to watch a YouTube video on this shit because there's people
The-
that are passionate about it, that like inflection,
But there's-
like it keeps
yeah.
people's
Yeah,
attention.
But there's
Yeah.
certain
Yeah.
certain like people who do speak that does grab you.
Yeah.
Because I do listen to a couple Audible
Mhm.
and they act it out. And I was like, ooh, I'm stuck.
Right, yeah.
Well, I'm not
If you
reading
read-
shit that can be
yeah.
acted out. That's the problem. I'm
Oh, well.
reading shit that's like fact based.
I mean, no, I'm either or too.
Well,
but
yeah,
like,
but-
I can
yeah.
listen.
But I
can,
see what his
yeah.
point
Yeah,
is.
But
yeah.
I can see like if I was like certain people, I could like Morgan Freeman. I can listen to them all day.
Oh well, yeah.
Well, some people just have the voice
Yeah.
where it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. They can
Yeah.
read the phone book. You'd be like,
Yeah,
damn,
I'm
I'm
intrigued.
gonna call. I'm
Yeah.
gonna call them. I don't even
Yeah.
need a plumber, but I'm gonna call them.
I know, right?
Morgan Freeman said
Yeah.
it.
You know, but yeah, but if
Five.
that's why I've never been like a lecture type of person. If I go to school, just like there's nothing about you that captures me to listen to.
That's why I
Oh,
couldn't.
yeah.
I
That's
couldn't,
why I hate school. I hated
I
school.
couldn't do debate or anything.
That's why I
because-
like. I love going back and forth with people, just talking to people about anything. But something that gets lost, you know, just like just take your emotions out of it, bro. Just tell me how you see it,
Right.
without any emotions.
But-
a lot of people can't.
But that's how I talk, and so I can understand people being like,
Yeah,
no. Everyone's like, oh, like you're so like chill, and it's like, well, it's just like,
the topics.
yeah, like I can't, you know. Sometimes it's like I can't do this
All the time.
all the time
It'd be fucking
because
exhausting.
yeah,
Yeah.
so like I have to like get to the point where it's just like, okay, we're gonna this happened last week. It happened the week before. It's gonna happen next week. It's gonna happen in a month. It's gonna happen in a year. Like I can't get emotionally invested in all these things. So I'm gonna be
Or
fucking
you're not
spent.
gonna, and you're not gonna live very
yeah,
long.
I'm not gonna be here. So
that's-
I have to figure.
Yeah.
I have to get
That's
to a
kind
point
of my problem
where
because my initial feeling would be an emotion.
Right.
Then I calm down and then okay, I'm back in.
Right.
Yeah.
But my initial thought is like,
yeah,
just
like you have
whatever,
to
yeah.
like you have to get
yeah.
that out. But then when you talk about it, you have to get to a
Yeah.
point where I can talk about it and not go crazy.
Yeah, not go ham. Yeah,
Because I feel like people will listen to it if you're like.
yeah.
the message.
And
Yeah.
I'm not
And
really,
not
yeah.
oh, this person just screaming at me. I can't
well,
get
yeah.
past the screaming.
Yeah.
It's like, well, now I'm not screaming and I'm just saying this stuff to you. Now can you hear what I'm saying?
Back to that. Listen to my words, not my tone.
Exactly.
Right, but that's hard for people to do sometimes.
Oh,
Especially
that's
when
hard
they
for a lot of people
when they
to do.
feel a way already.
Yeah.
And now
Like,
I don't
he's-
like your tone. I already
and
feel this way. And I don't like your
he's
tone.
talking
So
mean to
now-
me. I'm like,
and
no,
especially if you're spitting facts that they don't want to hear at
Yeah.
them, that's
Yeah.
when they really get
So,
upset.
I feel a way. I don't like your tone.
I don't
and
like what you're saying.
I don't like what you're saying. And I don't care if it's factual now. Fuck what you're saying.
Yeah, and that's
So-
what happens.
I'm walking away.
No, I know.
I-
but that's
yeah.
that's how that's
Yeah.
human nature. It's like, oh, there's so much stuff happening to me. I can't deal with this. I'm out of here. Even if you are 100% right, I don't like what you're saying to me. I don't like how you're saying it to me.
Fuck
I'm not
outta here.
listening
Like,
to you.
yeah.
I think that's the reason why mine is like I talk a lot. I say it just to get it out. That's to make me feel better. I say it, let
Float
it
in the
float
air.
and disappear. I mean,
Disappear, yeah.
it's out there. I said I feel better.
Yeah.
Because if I hold shit in, I'm gonna kill somebody. I'm sorry. It's just like
or
my whole-
himself because he'd be so
Yeah.
goddamn stressed out.
Jesus Christ, I'll give myself a heart attack from fucking stressing my brain out.
Exactly.
But yeah, so
Making sounds you ain't never made before.
Yeah, I know, right? You're cussing in languages I didn't even know.
All right,
14 of them.
I know, right?
all 14 of them. Well, this was good. It was different.
This was real. It was like
It got real.
Man, life is hard, yo.
It is.
Life is
man.
hard enough, man. Everything is meant to. You know how they say that, like everything's meant to kill you. That becomes more true every day.
Yeah.
That's
That was like a joke back in the day. Now, like,
Our water kills us. Our food kills us. People are killing us. We're gonna have aliens next.
Yeah.
We have
yeah, people who are supposed
diseases
to protect
We're
and
already
serve
ready
are
for
killing-
zombies and aliens.
like zombies. Like
Yeah. I won't be even
AI.
surprised the alien come down. This is about to happen. I'm not even be surprised anymore.
I don't think I would be surprised either, but I think the alien would drop here and be like, I'm fucking out of here. This is bullshit. This is
No,
trash.
I was like, yo.
Earth is ghetto
Hey,
AF.
Yeah,
Get
if I
me
saw
outta
alien,
here
like, yo,
quick.
this season of Earth
Leave.
ain't as good as last
Yeah,
season,
exactly.
but
leave.
it's
you don't
ramping
want
up.
none of the bullshit. We gotta leave. Go.
Yeah, they're
I'm
like-
saving your life. Go.
Man, episode
'Cause
2020
you,
was.
you
you.
come out your freaking spaceship. Cops gonna shoot you.
Right?
Oh my God, right?
He didn't comply.
He don't know your language, asshole.
That's the other thing. How many times has a language barrier gotten in the way and we don't even know about it?
Yeah.
Probably a lot.
Anyway, sorry.
Right.
That's
He did
a whole-
something to
that's
me
a
I didn't
whole
understand. I
nother-
had to shoot him. What?
Yeah. He probably happens all the time. No, that's
like, wait, what?
This is the stuff that we see. How many of these things do we not see?
Well,
or
I
hear
mean,
of that
because
happen?
prior to the last
Because these
couple
assholes
years,
turn off
there's
their
been-
body cams. That's why.
Well, prior to the last couple years, when this shit started hitting the internet and all this stuff, like there's so many.
I would love to speak to an officer of the law, and
I'm sure we could find somebody.
and
Probably,
figure
yeah.
out.
We probably know.
And I don't want to
I
talk.
know a
And
few.
I
I
don't
know
want to talk
folks,
to
I
him
know
Camera.
on camera
No,
or on the
hell no.
microphone like that
Hell
because
no.
you're not going to get what.
Yeah.
You wanna
Like I want to speak to an officer who has an exemplary record, right, and join the force because they genuinely thought that they can make a difference in their
Yeah.
community,
Mhm.
right, and then hear what they have to say about all these
What's going on? Yeah.
police shootings,
I would love to
whether
hear.
they agree or disagree or not. I just
Okay,
want
I
to
just wanna
see.
hear-
I
I
just
just
want to
wanna
be
I wanna hear
face
his
to face with
feelings. Yeah.
somebody
want to hear him say the
who
truth.
does this job every day and knows how hard it is and all the other stuff, but gives me like an answer, like a real honest conversation about, like how they feel about this stuff. Because I can't imagine there's a bunch of I imagine all the cops who are close to these things don't like it, despise it, or know that cop isn't a good cop and all this other stuff, but are silenced because of the fraternity
The
of
close ranks.
Yeah.
of the police officer,
circle the
and know that
wagons.
if I say something, I'm out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to talk
Or
to
you're
that
gonna be
person.
like, Red? You're gonna be exiled.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's
That-
gonna have your back. That's even worse.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I'm out there. I got no backup. Ain't that about
What
a
if
bitch?
some shit
Yeah.
actually
What if
happens?
something
Then I'm
happens
screwed.
and you're left out there because you spoke out against.
Yeah.
I want to have that conversation.
I
That'd
do
be-
too.
that'd be
I
something
would
good
love
to
hear
do.
it. I would love to hear it.
I think I would enjoy that.
Like, just to hear their opinion. Like,
You know what
I'm
I'm
gonna
saying?
say, I say one question and you just talk the whole
Yeah,
time.
they could be anonymous. We could
Yeah.
put them in the shadow. We could change their voice. You know
We could blur their face.
what I'm saying?
Or my name is such and such
We could
from
probably do a
police
few.
officer USA, and I want to talk about the atrocities that are happening.
We don't even have to use their name. I would just want to know what state they're a cop in.
Yeah.
Like I would want to do a cop from LA, a cop from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do a cop from
We
any
need a
fucking
cop from
city, any state.
Need a cop from
Minnesota.
Minnesota for sure, because bro, this
Yeah.
shit is happening.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that's a project to consider
Mm-hmm.
for over the next couple months or sometime in the near future. But right now, I think we're going to go ahead and call it on episode 42.
42.
Baby.
The James Worthy episode.
James Worthy episode
I don't know another.
42.
I don't know the player with a 42 number.
I don't either. Someone's gonna be like, "Oh, this person." Like, "Oh yeah, right."
Right?
The Jackie Robinson
Hey,
episode.
Jackie
Oh,
Robinson,
there you
there
go.
you go.
That's
Ja-
a good one.
It was Jackie Robinson
Comment.
Day
42.
yesterday,
Yeah, yesterday.
the 15th.
Yeah.
April 15th was Jackie Robinson
Oh,
Day. Or was that the not? Wait, no, that was what's the day?
I don't know the day.
Oh, that was Thursday. Excuse me, Thursday was Jackie Robinson
Yeah,
Day, the
it's
15th.
yeah.
Because yes, y'all know
Tax
we
day?
record. Yes,
Yeah. All right. Well, this year it wasn't tax day, but I digress.
right.
Yeah,
Um,
it's in May.
Oh, episode 42, like I said, it was a good one. I actually really enjoyed this conversation.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
know we are like-minded and we all are here together, but if you have anything to add, to say, to counter that's based on fact, because it's not based
Yeah.
on fact, I'm literally
Yeah.
not even going to acknowledge your
If you
existence.
start your sentence with coulda, woulda, shoulda, stop.
Or
Yeah, if he would have,
if
nah,
he-
we're not
No,
doing that.
yeah.
I'm upset that
They
he
should've-
no.
no.
Mm-mm.
No.
No emotions, no nothing. Hit me with
Logical.
some facts.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And
So-
I will be like,
Logic.
you know what?
Yeah.
Logical. That ain't logical.
Yeah, that ain't logical.
But yeah, hit us up on our email if you don't want to fight about it publicly.
Yeah.
That's
We'll fight.
meandnem03@gmail.com. meandnem03@gmail.com. We all have our Instagrams, TLWest04.
Version _1.
Black Dynamite _21.
There you go. And then we have our
Or is,
Facebook.
or is it Black _Dynamite 21? I don't
yeah,
fucking know.
it's black,
think it's black
underscore
Black
Dynamite
_Dynamite
21.
21.
There you go.
Yours is in the middle.
And then there's
Don't I
the
post it enough that you know?
and then there's the
Yeah, I'm looking at
Me
that
Nem
shit, boy.
podcast.
I post and I
He
leave.
posted- he
I post and
he
leave.
posted
He
and
man.
that's what
literally
he does.
posts and then logs
He
out.
posts and
Like
leave.
it's
I'm
hilarious.
logged on 24/7.
I post and leave, man. I can't
But
do
yeah,
it no more, man.
or if you know of actually any officers
Or
that
former. Don't
or-
care.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
or
true
former
too.
officers,
Retired,
too.
whatever.
Hopefully not like too former.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Within the last 10
10
years.
years.
Yeah.
Like
10
it, then yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
for
As
sure.
current as possible.
Right.
Yeah.
I was
that'd be
trying to
cool.
force 35, bitch. You don't take your ass on.
Uh-huh.
You a whole other generation. We know nothing about it.
Exactly.
We was babies. I was a
He
baby.
was around when the crack epidemic was popping. Like,
Oh my god. Which would actually be a good
No,
thing to
that
talk
would
about.
be
Yeah,
good.
that would be cool.
actually, you know what? 30 years ago, that would be in the 90s.
Oh,
That'd
shit.
be a
You're
good-
right.
that'd be a good one.
God.
Jesus
like the
Christ.
90s? That's 30 years ago.
Oh my god, I'm old. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I want to talk to a cop when crack was going down. I do. If you,
Like,
if
I
you
would
said
love to
crack,
talk.
if you was a cop in the 80s,
I would
like
love
the,
to talk. If we could find a couple
like
of
the,
narc.
the late 70s.
Like in the,
A
in
narc
the-
cop?
Yeah.
A narc cop, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Okay,
He got
well,
some stories. But
Let's
anyway.
put it this way. You know anybody who knows
you
anybody?
know, they had
who
bags
knows
in their
anybody?
ass smuggling crack in here. Did you know that?
Get to know me.
Bags in the ass. What?
Because I have
Had
quite
bras full of crack. I
Oh
was
my
like,
God, stop it. I have quite a few projects going on that I'm going to be so excited to share with y'all. One of them does apply to a lot of the things that we were talking about in here. So I can't wait to share that with you. He will be a part of it. He will be a part of it sometime down the line. But for now, like I said, you know a cop or you have a fact-based
argument.
argument
Yeah.
you want to share with us,
Please
I
do.
mean, if you have an opinion that maybe we didn't mention,
But just let us know that, hey, this is my opinion.
yeah, please
Don't
start.
start off with this is my opinion.
don't come at me with some shit and me have to figure out or
If it-
or
to
come
figure
to
out-
you
we're trying to
and
figure out
let
what
you
you say,
know
yeah.
that it's an opinion.
Right.
But anyways,
Yeah.
once again, my name is Taryn,
I'm Rand. Power Falcon.
I am the almighty Savoy.
and this is episode 42. Me and M podcast signing off. We will see you next week.
Deuces, y'all.
Peace. As a court martial.
That's where it applies. Apply to the forehead.